Kind regards, masses, it's me, Hi Bike, and I am back with some more Hakuoki Edo Blossoms. The last song we were listening to was Hey 19, a cover of the Steely Dan song done by Session Potatoes. I played this one because my dad's a fan of Steely Dan, and it is Father's Day, so happy Father's Day to all those dads out there. But yeah, like I have to thank my dad for introducing me to Steely Dan, along with JoJo, just kind of like kind of pushing that too for getting me to listen to them. But I just have fond memories of this song. Like it's very little, like, but I remember it was like 2018. We were dropping my mom off at the airport, and they played this song on the radio. I think it was the same day that Aretha Franklin passed away because in the song, there's the lyric, "Hey 19, that's Aretha Franklin." But yeah, I don't know. Like I remember that song was playing, and then my dad was like, going on, like he was talking about back in the day when he'd always be listening to this album. Anytime I play like the song, like any song from this album, Gaucho, my dad will just be like, "Oh yeah, there were a lot of references to LA on this album, and I was listening to this a lot back when I was in college when I was living in LA." So I'm like, "Yeah, you know what? That's cool. I like that." But yeah, that's the reason why I chose this song, and I like Steely Dan. So a very good cover. They sound like the instrumentals sound almost exactly like the original instrumentals on Gaucho, so that's very cool. But I'll leave a link in chat if you'd like to listen to that cover. But how are we doing today, Chuck? What's up? Yes, my birthday hangout next Sunday. I'm looking forward to it. Yeah, because I haven't seen you in a while, so, always good to celebrate with the homies, right? But, yeah. But how was your guys' day today? Mine was pretty chill. Like, we honestly didn't do much. Just, had a nice home barbecue to celebrate, Father's Day. So yeah, that was that. Other than that, I've really just been like sitting around and stuff, watching some K-On! I also finally caught up to the latest Oshinoko episode. Um, there, there's like a streamer character, and she lies about her age. She like claims she's 18, but she's like older, and I'm like, man, maybe I should do that. but yeah. Anyways, hold on. Oh, that's the wrong window. Hold up. Yeah, that's right. AX will be right after the birthday session. Like, the same week. I have to... I only called off for the first, but my friends and I are going to day 0, so I have to call the day off for that as well. But I think my boss should be cool with it. As long as, like, I've got my comp time hours in there, which I do. Because, like, I barely take any days off, so I should be good. I'm just gonna be like, yeah, I kind of misread the days I need off. I actually need the 30th off too, so yeah. But I'm looking forward to it. I'm really looking forward to seeing what's gonna be in store at AX, and especially the SMT concert. Oh my god, getting to hear SMT songs live is gonna be so fucking awesome, along with fellow high bikers. Actually, Chuck, I saw you were looking into like the SMT concert. I think they should still have tickets available because my friend's boyfriend is going as well, and he just got his tickets for GA floor, which is what we got. So if you're going too, I mean, you can join us. Cause yeah, we got a pretty good high biker crowd going. But anyways, last time on Hakuoki Edo Blossoms, well, that was our first playthrough, but or the first our first session with this game. We're with Souji. He's been going Fury mode a lot more frequently. So I'm either giving him like medicine, like we learned how to make a temporary cure for his bloodlust, but it's not enough. So I started feeding him my own blood too, and it helps a little bit, but we really need a cure. So we're trying to find my bald father, who has been located by, what was her name? Princess Sen. So we're trying to look for him too. Also, I can go Fury mode too, because my stupid fucking twin force-fed me the elixir. So, there's that. I tried to fight, or me being Yukimura, tried to fight like these Conehead soldiers, but Souji still ended up protecting me anyways. Also, what's his face? Kondo? He's dead. And Souji went, like... Souji just went berserko. You know, hearing that. And he went to go confront Hijikata, because, like, he feels that he's responsible. But they made up, if I remember correctly. So that's why we're focusing on the bald father thing, because, like, there was that whole Kondo arc that we had to take care of first. But now, there's room for bald father, so we must find him. And, yeah, also we got some nice hugs from Souji. Ooh, that was some good shit. But, yeah, let me just, hold up. I have to turn the volume up a little bit. Let me know how sound is. Oh, that is essay in chat. Hold on. Oh, watch more Space Patrol, Luluko. Nice. Yes. Oh, that's right. Luluko's mom. Yeah, she's an intense character. But yeah, things are heating up, right? And watched Sunny Briscoe's outfit reveal. Started Solen's VOD. Okay. Celebrated David's graduation. Oh, David's graduating already? Damn. Well, happy graduation to David. They grow up so fast, man. Oh my goodness. But yeah. Now you're here for my stream, so I appreciate that. Thank you for dropping by. So let's get on with the story. Hibike! Hibike! Someone is calling out my name. Surrounding me is a vibrant meadow covered in a gorgeous blanket of wildflowers. In the distance, I recognize our small home situated in the village hidden deep in the mountains. Ooh, it's a Naruto village. This is where we lived. Our modest but idle life. Ideal? And then one day, our village was set ablaze. The flames bled into the sky, filling it with an ominous crimson haze. Ooh. Someone precious had been calling out to me. Well, what if that's my twin? Fucking coward. Suddenly, the ground around my feet was littered with an array of atrophied corpses, each body marked with a mortifying expression. My lungs were filled with the char of smoke, making it difficult to catch my breath. Then I blacked out. As I regained consciousness, someone was carrying me. Is that the bald father? The man panted heavily as he carried me through our swift escape down a forested trail. Even though I was but a child, I realized that my innocence, my home, all of those things would never return to me. The further we fled from the village that we called home, the more my heart filled with terror, and my eyes filled uncontrollably with tears. A voice echoed from out of nowhere, as if it had entered my brain like a curse. Well, we're starting off great. The sound of the mysterious voice spewing its indignant cries came into a cacophonous harmony with my desperate sobbing. Ah! All of my dying clan's resentment and sorrow manifested into a haunting condemnation. I hate them. Their words became my words, and the same bitter sentiment left my mouth. Oh, how come there's no voice for this? Hey, little sister? Hibike. This voice. Oh, hey, Souji. My eyes widened, and it was Okita staring back at me with a concerned expression. Oh, was I just dreaming all of that?
大丈夫？ずいぶんうなされてたみたいだけど。もしかして怖い夢でも見た？
No, it wasn't that. About the SMT concert, you don't think you're able to go since you don't want to waste more of the monies, but... Okay, damn, rip. But we will enjoy it for you, yeah. Well, you'll be there in spirit. Oh, it's gonna be awesome. Excuse me. I'm just still adjusting to sleeping at this hour. Don't worry about me. I'm just adjusting. Sorry, I'm not speaking straighting. For some reason, I felt too embarrassed to look Okita in the eye, so I fidgeted and stared at the ground.
下手な嘘はやめたな。人間って得て増えてがあるんだから。
What? I'm not lying. I shouted impulsively at him, rushing to clap my hands over my mouth as soon as the words came out. Oh. Okita was taken aback by my surprising outburst, and for a while he seemed offended, but he shifted into a more sympathetic approach.
ごめん。君のことが心配だったから。
No, I should be the one apologizing. He was only showing me concern, so it was unfair of me to yell at him. I wondered what compelled me to do so. It was difficult to discern or trust my own feelings. Something nasty began to fester in the pit of my stomach. I needed to take better care of myself. I began to wonder if becoming a fury would not only deteriorate my body, but my mind as well.
君の話。
Oops, sorry. His urge was curt but gentle, and I thought it was a good opportunity to open up about how I felt. I took deep breaths, making it easier for me to gather my thoughts coherently before I spoke. I had a flashback, just a little one, about my childhood. Back then, we lived in a remote, peaceful village. But one day, for whatever reason, an army of humans marched into our village armed with weapons. As I searched for details of the memory, I bit my lip. I realized that I was uncovering a deeply buried trauma that had been waiting for me all my life. I've been waiting for this. And they lit the village on fire, and my parents, as well as other demons we knew, were all murdered. All we wanted was a life of peace and solitude. Recounting the story triggered all of my hateful feelings once more, brewing like a storm in my heart. You think by the end of the day you'll be done with AX after the Niji-Sanji gathering, so you don't want to be more exhausted after that? Alright, fair enough. And hello Jacob, how we doing today? Yeah, we got the Uchiha backstory. Yeah. Actually, yeah, Kaoru is kind of like my Itachi, but like worse. Whatever selfish reasons they had, they killed men, women, children, everyone. Everyone. An entire village who only wanted peace. You're still pretty unhappy? Aw, well, I'm sorry to hear that, but hopefully you can, you know, at least decompress over here. I was aware that most people aspired to obey their inherent goodness, hoping to triumph over evil. I knew this was not the truth for all men. There were men who took pleasure from their evil deeds. Hibike. Okita gazed at me longingly, reaching his hand out to mine as a gesture of comfort. However, I couldn't reciprocate it. I don't know what to think anymore. I never ever imagined myself as someone who would let their resentment consume herself. Not just the men, but the women and children too. Yeah, they out here quoting Star Wars. I suppose that my bitterness had nowhere to go, and the tiny flame within me grew and grew until it had become a wildfire intent on getting vengeance. Now, I wanted nothing more than the families of those who destroyed my village to suffer in agony for generations, until they could no longer even conceive of hope. As such thoughts simmered fiercely in my mind, I suddenly gasped in shock.
今はあんまり思い詰めない方がいいよ。喉乾いたでしょ。水筒も空になっちゃったから、僕近くの川で水を汲んでくる。
Oh yeah, I'm thirsty.
君はここで待ってて。何かあったらすぐに僕を呼ぶんだよ。
Oh, okay. Be careful. Okita jumped through the bushes to look for the river. Sweat dripped down my forehead, and I wiped off a thick layer with the back of my hand as I sighed. Okay, sweaty. Just then, I heard grass rustling underneath heavy footsteps only a little distance from where I was sitting. Uh-oh. Okita? Did you forget something? It's definitely not Okita. When the voice didn't respond, a wet chill crept down the length of my spine. It wasn't Okita. I held my breath anxiously, waiting for an answer. Oh, god damn it.
ひどいな、お前って。
No, you.
血を分けた兄をよりによって起きたと間違えるなんてさ。
How can a chill be wet? Yeah, in her case, I don't really know. Not unless she dipped herself in the water, but I don't think she did. Kaoru, what are you doing here?
俺も一応新政府軍に協力してる立場ではあるからさ。お前らの動きぐらい簡単につかめるよ。宇都宮城で新政府軍と戦ったことも、その後北を目指してたこともね。
Excuse me.
お前たちが新選組のやつらと別行動をとって北に向かう理由なんて一つしかないじゃないか。
No, you back off. You smell cookies being baked. Ooh, nice. Wait, oh, I think I forgot to read that. Hold on. Let's see. Kaoru smirked with a suggestive tone, and he started approaching me slowly. With each step he took, I nervously took a step back.
少しは思い出したか。俺たちが子供の頃のこと。人間どもみたいに互いに争ったりせず、つつましく生きてた俺たちが、なぜか何もかも失わなきゃならなかった。人間どもよりずっと強い体を持ってる俺たちがだよ。理不尽だと思わないか。強いやつが報われるんじゃない。正しいやつが成功するんじゃない。
Hide your daughters, hide your sons before they get hit by the Sharingan. Yeah.
最後に笑うのはどんな時でも手段を選ばずに小ずるく立ち回ったやつだけだ。
Hey Malachi, what's up? You on your lunch? Well, glad to see you here. Hope you have a nice lunch. You know, you should be if you're if you're sitting here on my stream. No, but yeah, you're gonna be hella busy this week. Big oof. Yeah, good luck with the rest of the week, but it'll all pay off once AX comes around. I think if Kaoru had confronted me with this monologue just days ago, I would have dismissed it outright. But now, our village was destroyed by humans, wasn't it? I was reminded of the nightmare I'd just had, and then, going back further, I recalled what Sen had told me before as well.
幕府を倒すため患者役をしろって西国の藩のやつらに脅されたんだ。
Your next day off is Friday? Damn, rip. Yeah, you're definitely gonna need all the luck, so yeah.
俺たちの父様は静かに暮らしたいから協力できないとその脅しを突っぱねた。そうしたらああやって里に火をかけられたのさ。
What Kaoru spoke of was a memory I had sealed away to live my life, up until recently, as a human. But all of it was coming back to me. All of his anger and acrimony was justified.
ぬるま湯に浸って生きてきたお前もようやく分かってくれたか。
Kaoru's eyes shifted to look far into the distance.
これでやっと俺たちは同じになれる。本当の兄弟に戻れるんだ。
After what you did to me? I don't think so.
俺が長い時間をかけて味わってきた苦しみをお前はこの短い間に経験した。俺たちは誰よりも互いの気持ちを分かり合えるはずだよ。そうだろう。
Excuse me. Kaoru turned to face me again, and his eyes had a melancholic sincerity behind them. What do you hope to do?
決まってるじゃないか。俺は故郷で雪村一族を再興する。人間たちに奪われた暮らしを取り戻すんだ。
Okay, maybe he's Sasuke.
俺は俺の家族や里のみんなを虐げた奴らを許さない。
The worst part is that with the exception of Tuesday, you're closing all days. Damn, rip. Yeah, that's gonna be rough.
俺たちの苦境を知っても手を差し伸べようとすらしなかった西国の鬼たちも。そしてこの国にはびこる薄汚い人間どもも。
Kaoru began to burn with a potent rage. However, becoming privy to the reasoning behind all of this inner turmoil made me realize I was no longer afraid of him. If anything, I could only feel for him. On the bright side, you're having a fat-ass check when you go to AX? Yeah, exactly. Yeah, the more work, the more bread you get. So good.
行動のおじさんが改良してくれた落ち水を使えば
What?
火の元で動ける羅刹の軍を作れる
I froze. Kaoru? Is father with you?
ああ
Oh!
彼は俺たちの遠縁の親戚だからね
The bald father!
雪村一族最高のため協力は惜しまないって言ってくれてるよ新しい落ち水を飲むとさ人と交わって血が薄まった鬼でも鬼本来の力を取り戻すことができるんだその落ち水で俺たちの仲間をどんどん増やしていけば人間どもどころか西国の鬼たちだって敵じゃない俺たちはこの火の元の新たな名士になることができるんだよ
Kaoru reached his hand out to mine.
俺と一緒に行こう
No. What? Kaoru sprung his proposition on me. This was no joke from Kaoru. He was dead serious.
もう分かったんだろうお前が望むなら沖田も一緒でいい邪魔な奴らを全て根絶やしにしてこの国に俺たちの本当の居場所を作ろう
No, nigga. No.
Yeah, no way.
No.
Souji and I are gonna
No.
stop you.
No.
No. Just as Sen had predicted, Father was continuing his research on the water of life even after leaving the Shinsengumi. Perhaps Father held the key to curing the affliction inside Okita and restoring his humanity. And together, perhaps we could create a new home for ourselves, one where we could live in peace. If this was one chance to give myself the promise of a better future, was it worth it to accept? Why are you even considering this, bitch? Before I could answer Kaoru,
僕は行かないよ。絶対に行かない。
of course. A familiar voice responded in the distance, and at once I was snapped back to reality. Oh, there goes gravity.
君って本当にお人よしなんだね。
Yeah, really.
うまい話には裏があるって言うでしょ。こんな奴の言うこと信じちゃダメだよ。
Okita emerged from the trees, standing in front of me to confront Kaoru directly. Kaoru, however, seemed to have anticipated Okita's arrival, and he grinned suggestively.
今すぐ答えが欲しいわけじゃない可愛い妹が悩む時間くらいはあげるよ俺たちは故郷で待ってる
Just say
そ
no.
れまでに答えを決めてお
Just
く
say
んだね
no.
待て
Okita immediately unsheathed his sword and attempted to swipe quickly at Kaoru. Kaoru read Okita's movements easily, narrowly avoiding the attack as it grazed the fabric of his sleeve. Things you don't want to hear your brother say. I figured I'd let my sister sit on it. Right? But most of all, I'm about to go! Jesus. Okay, that was random.
それじゃあないい返事を期待してるよ
Then Kaoru vanished from sight, melting into the air.
まったく逃げ足だけは早いな。
Okita sounded irritated as he sheathed his sword back into its scabbard.
何をぼーっとしてるの？もしかしてあいつの口車に乗ろうなんて考えてるんじゃないよね。
No. Well, no.
あのさ、
God damn it, Yukimura.
今のうちに言っておくけど。
Okita slowly stepped towards me. Just then... Uh-oh. Okita's face scrunched in pain, and he wrapped his arms around his body as he yelped desperately. Okita? Oh, it's happening again. In the blink of an eye, Okita's hair became stark white, and his irises once again became crimson. The madness of the fury struck him once more, and this time, it was aiming for his heart. Why did they have to put the grunt and then Okay. Okita growled, scratching anxiously at his chest. Okita, hang in there! His seizure was becoming worse by the second.
ごめん。こんな時に。
Don't apologize. It's cause he's common. He is common. Even when his body was deteriorating in real time, he was still considerate of my feelings. You're too sweet. His empathy and concern for my well-being was so kind that it nearly brought me to tears. I think all we really can do is give him blood, but you know, I always just want to make sure. I'm gonna like save over here. Got plenty of room for save files. I'm gonna give him some blood. Okita needed my blood. Excuse me. I unsheathed my kodachi and I hastily swiped along the length of my palm. Okita, my blood. No sooner than when I offered my palm did Okita jump forward, quenching his unbearable thirst by lapping each drop from my bleeding hand. You've been keeping your eye out on the Selengram tag on Twitter for Selen cosplayers. Just really excited to meet one for AX. Oh yes.
ごめんね。また痛い思いをさせて。
How was my character not died of blood loss yet? I'm a demon with like super regenerative powers, so there's that. It's only a little bit anyways. It's kind of like, you know, well, I don't know, it's just a little bit. It's not that much. It's fine. This is nothing. You have nothing to worry about.
君がいてくれるから、僕は僕でいられるんだ。
Taste the blood. Eat a baby. Eat a kaoru. Yeah. His admission was a sincere one, and it gave me butterflies in my stomach hearing aloud. Okita. If he truly believed my blood were enough to keep him sane, then it was his to drink at his leisure.
ありがとう。だいぶ楽になったみたい。
Don't eat the baby! Eat the baby! Please, you don't need to thank me. I'm just happy to help you. Yeah, I guess every time we feed him blood, they'll show that shot of him licking my hand.
体を傷つけて血を飲まれたのに嬉しいなんて。君って本当変わった女の子だよね。
He said the thing. Hold on, I have to find the thing. Oh my goodness, he said it. Yosuke said the thing.
Seriously?
While at first Okita seemed flustered at having to drink my blood, he still managed to eke out a joke. Having Okita beside me to soften the blow of our predicament made life so much easier. If I were alone throughout all of this, I believe I would have lost hope long before now. Don't eat the goddamn baby. Yeah, Ike, being the baby yeeted. Alright, it's July now. I hadn't considered how much colder the north was. Despite the incoming summer season, the blustery winds were freezing all throughout the night.
もうすぐ夜が明けるし、今日はこの辺で休むことにしようか。
Okay.
思ったより時間かからなかったね。こういう時、羅刹の体って便利だな。
We were only a ways away from the village where I was born, the village of the Yukimura clan.
明日には君のお父さんや南雲薫と再会できるだろうけど、彼らになんて返事をするか決めた？
I'm gonna say no! Well...
その様子だとまだ決めてないんだ。迷う必要なんてなさそうなのに。
Yeah, thanks, Souji. Break's almost over. Alright, well, good luck with work. Thank you for dropping by. As always, appreciate seeing you here. Hope you have a lovely rest of your night. And yeah, keep fighting. Catch you later. Okita.
Nani?
Never mind. I wanted to ask him what he had planned to do once he encountered them as well. But first, I had to settle on an answer for Kaoru. Or else, I knew that my feelings won't reach Kaoru. Excuse me. We're getting closer to the week of the Final Fantasy XVI release date. Yeah, already on Thursday. Dang, it's coming out on Yosuke's birthday. But yeah, it's coming soon.
ちょっと一緒に来てくれる?
Huh? Follow you where?
ついてくればわかるよ。ほら。
Hey! Oh? Okita quickly grabbed a hold of my hand before walking away through a forested path. Where could he have been taking me? He gave me no chance to object, and he continued his brisk pace down the grassy knoll. Oh, wow! Okita brought us underneath a canopy that had a dazzling view of the stars scattered across the dusky sky. Oh my god, we're going to kill JFK! Yeah. My cheeks were tingled by the caress of the soft breeze.
今日はよく晴れてるから、君の気分も変えてあげられると思って。昼間の景色もいいけど、こういう眺めも悪くないでしょ?
Which cheeks? Oh, you know. It was all that Okita said and more. I marveled in awe at the countless stars flickering brilliantly. The wind gently rustled the leaves overhead, allowing each brief glimmering sconce to peek through the tiny holes in the trees. Something so simple became a moment that I could cherish for the rest of my life. Thank you for this, Okita. This is what I needed.
どういたしまして。ってなんか水臭いな。
Okita cackled to himself and he looked me directly in the eye. I want to hear him cackle.
話してごらん。君はどうしたいの?
I still hadn't settled on a decision, but I took a deep breath to gather my thoughts. I don't blame Kaoru for holding on to those feelings of resentment for as long as he has. He lost everything. His home, his family, and his entire clan for nothing. All because of the selfishness of others. He wants to carve a better future for himself. I'm sure if I were Kaoru, I wouldn't be too far off. Wait a minute. Yukimura trying to make a decision gets crushed by the giant dome. Honestly, that's exactly what it's like. Oh yeah, the Simpsons movie was great. I'm glad we watched that. Yeah, it was funny. Kaoru had attempted to manipulate me at so many opportunities, but now I knew the pain that had resided deeply within him was true. That doesn't mean that I've forgotten how many times he's crossed me, of course. Yeah, see, just say no! Don't trust that bitch! After all, Kaoru is the reason that both Okita and I were suffering the effects of the water of life. But at the end of the day, Kaoru is still my brother. Yukimura, Come on. Come on. Come on! Jesus Christ. Why is she like this?
That was truly cringeworthy.
Right? Like, seriously, Kaoru is a piece of shit. How could you still want to help him? How could you be all like, yeah, he's my brother? No, ditch that motherfucker. God, I hate Yukimura. She just says all the wrong things. No. Ugh. Like, everything she says, I'm just like, nah, I don't want to go with this. How could she be like this? Anyways, I was unsure if a time would come where I could forgive him for all that he had done to us. But my mind jumps to the horrific thought of having to endure the rest of my life without Okita. Eastern family values dissonance just hits different. That is true, yeah. I realized that I too could become as bitter as Kaoru, cursing and hating everything that had the misfortune of entering my line of sight. Keeping this in mind, I couldn't quite bring myself to condemn Kaoru entirely.
君は彼らと一緒に行きたい？
Maybe they're just playing it up for drama? It could be. But I mean, that is a good point though, because like, family is very important in the East. I hesitated to answer his question. It wasn't as though I never considered it an option. We Furies were unable to live an ordinary life alongside humans. If we were destined to live behind the shadows of mankind, perhaps residing with Kaoru was best. Still, I held on to my reservations. Kaoru was seeking to reclaim some glorious life he has idealized at the expense of many others. That is something I cannot agree with. So if I could maybe convince him to give up on this dream to create this demon-run kingdom. Yeah, I doubt he's gonna listen.
随分と都合のいい話だね。
Exactly. See, Soji's our voice of reason over here.
邪魔者を根絶やしにしてでも自分たちの居場所を作りたいと思ってる彼らが。
I mean, unless we can pull a Naruto, but I don't think Yukimura is capable of that.
そんな甘い願いなんて聞き入れてくれると思う？
Well,
世の中にはね、人の醜い部分や汚い部分ばかりを見せつけられながら生きてきた人間っていうのがいるんだよ。そんな相手に甘っちょろい綺麗事なんて通用しないと思うけどね。
Okita was right. I had no rebuttal. These emotions had festered for so long in Kaoru. His entire life was spent working towards exacting his revenge upon the humans to rebuild his clan. Entertaining the idea of putting a halt to his vengeful plans would have been out of the question. Like Okita said, I am naive. During a pause in our conversation, Okita turned back to face the stars.
僕は君の望みを叶えてあげたかったんだ。
Huh?
だからもし君がどうしてもって言うんなら少しだけ付き合ってあげようかとも思った。だって君がいてくれなかったら僕はこうして生きてるかどうかもわからないから。
Okita's eyes thinned, and there was no hint of sarcasm in his voice. He was trying to comfort me. Oh. To Okita, it was Kondo for whom he had worked his entire life. And now that Kondo had been taken from him, I was sure Okita had no real objection to dying at any moment now. The fact he was alive right now must mean...
僕は君が望むものを与えてあげたい。本当に欲しいと思ってるものをね。
Soji!
だから薫の誘いには絶対に乗っちゃダメだ。
Oh!
人間を根絶やしにして自分たちの王国を築くなんて君は望んでないでしょ。
Right. Okita had a knack for articulating my inner thoughts far better than I ever could.
それとも化け物になっちゃったからって何もかも諦めてずっと暗い闇の中で生きていく？
But Soji, I've always been a monster. I was speechless. Okita paid no mind as he continued without waiting for me to answer.
そんな生き方君には似合わないよ。君が良くても僕が絶対に許さない。世の中にはね、絶対に暗闇へ落ちちゃいけない人っていうのがいるんだ。
Okita, I didn't want to live the rest of my life as a Fury. I didn't want to kill any humans. All I had wanted was a life of peace. Okita helped me remember that this was my dream all along. He saw right through me, sensing that I was beginning to slip away because I had drunk the water of life.
落ち水の毒を消す方法さえ分かれば君も僕も狂気から解放される。君は君のままだ。化け物なんかじゃない。
Oh. Was that so much to ask for? To be free of this curse? When Sanan was still with the Shinsengumi, he had spent years searching for a cure. In the end, he was unsuccessful. Okita knew this. But against all of the odds, he put his faith in whatever sliver of hope he had.
それでももしも君が全て諦めて願いを放り出すって言うんなら
Okita reached his hand to me kindly. The soft touch of his finger gave me goosebumps, and he stared back at me affectionately.
僕が君を殺してあげるよ
Aww.
君が前に進むことまで諦めるつもりなら
You know soda
どこにも行
hats?
けないように
Yeah.
僕が終わらせてあげる
I've always wanted one. By this point, I wasn't sure just how many times Okita had threatened to kill me. But this must have been the first ever time that he said it in such a kind-hearted manner. Right? How kind of him. Knowing that his words came from a well-intentioned place made my heart flutter warmly. Imagine Souji with a soda hat. But the soda is Yukimura's blood! Yeah, honestly, yeah, hey, he could use that. That would be very convenient. Okita.
殺されたくないんなら諦めることなんて考えちゃダメだよ僕だってその後君なしで生きていけるほど強くはないんだから僕は最後まで諦めないだから君も僕と一緒に
It was his hat, Mr. Krabs. He was number one. The cadence of his voice was almost nervous. Perhaps Okita had been unsure of what I was feeling, so he gazed deeply into my eyes. Looking at his expression, I wanted to make his wishes come true as well. I won't give up. My forehead burned hotly as if I were coming down with a fever. Soju Verben Jägermann Jensen. Yeah. Tears began to stream from my face, but they hadn't come from anything close to resembling sadness. It was all because Okita felt that I was still worth saving, and that he wouldn't let me fall into darkness. Even if persevering meant that our road ahead would be a difficult one, it was the road we needed. I want to keep going. With you, Okita. There was no hope in containing myself anymore, and I grabbed a hold of him madly.
ありがとう君ならきっとそう言ってくれると思ってたよ
You're welcome. Okita embraced me warmly in return. The sweet sensation of his breath tickled my forehead before he whispered into my ear.
ずっと一緒にいよう何があってもずっと僕から離れないで
Yes. His hand sweetly grazed the side of my cheek. Are we getting a... Ooh, as if he were nudging me. I timidly shut my eyes in anticipation. Yes, let's go! Finally! We kiss! He let out a quiet sigh, and he put his tender lips against mine in one calm, confident movement. I could feel his fingers tremble nervously, as if he were touching something so fragile. Yes, I've been waiting for this! It was so fragile it would crumble at the slightest touch. Okita always had a witty, sarcastic response, opting to let his mouth do the talking. But now, his mouth is doing more than just the talking. There were no words for him, and together we basked in this intimate moment. He had been treating me so dearly. For once in my life, I felt whole, the thought of which nearly brought my tears. Our lips shook slightly, nestled in our passionate kiss. I was sure that the same thoughts running through me were running through Okita as well. Just thinking about how complete he made me feel. It convinced me there was no greater love than ours. My future was his future, ours together. I pined ever so to continue being by his side, and would do whatever it takes to keep him. I would follow him until the end of time. As these thoughts burned so fiercely inside of me, so too did our kiss intensify, and each breath between our zealous smack. I'm sorry, our zealous smacking? Whoa! Why would you describe it like that? Our zealous smacking grew more strained and sensuous. Right? Zealous smacking is definitely one for the history books. I have never heard anyone fucking describe it like that. God. Alright, okay. The very next evening. Oh, that was great. Oh, I'm so glad. So, we're a thing now, right? We had finally arrived at the village of my origin. The village of the Yukimura. Oh, things are gonna go south, man. I can feel it. Zealous smacking sounds like a phrase you'd see in a fanfic. Exactly, right? Oh, you know what? Speaking of which, the way that American Psycho is written, like with how Patrick goes into detail about like what everyone is wearing at any time, it feels like My Immortal. Because you know how in My Immortal she's all like, yeah, I was wearing a black corset or whatever, you know, like, but they really go into detail. Like, I don't know how Patrick fucking knows what each like designer brand is, because like he immediately fucking like notes, oh yes, that was an Armani coat, you know, well, whatever. I'm just like, how would anyone be able to pinpoint that? But yeah, it's, I don't know, that was like the first thought that went through my mind, just like seeing like the very detailed descriptions of all these designer clothes. But anyways, within it were the people who had been awaiting my return for quite some time. E. Bateman, Patrick, Dementia, Ravenway. Exactly! That is exactly what I'm reading. Baldfather!
ずいぶん久しぶりだね。
He's back!
まさかこの里でお前と再会できるとは思わなかったよ。
Yeah, that does fit his personality. It's just funny thinking about the bald father. Didn't expect him to sound so deep. Yeah, I don't remember what he sounded like, but I'm pretty sure we heard it before. It's been a while. Father. Yeah, we got the bald father for Father's Day. How fitting, right? Excuse me. A wave of nostalgia washed over me from seeing my father for the first time in 5 years. Damn, yeah, it's been 5 years, huh?
I've been waiting for this.
Yes! 5 years and the bald father has returned to us. Finally. However, I was no longer the clueless girl I used to be, and I hadn't found myself rushing up to him happily.
こうしてここに来てくれたってことは答えは出たってことだろうけどどうする俺たちと共に来るかい
薫君から話は聞いているね。
Oh, his face! No!
我々が再びこの日の本の支配者となる日が来たのだよ。共に新たな鬼の王国を作り上げよう。
What if they overtook everyone and they forced everyone to become bald? Matalu Kali Yuga time? Ah, yes indeed, but how are we doing today, Hagula? Matalulu. Father. Something in Father's words rang eerily to me. It sounded as though he was more excited by the prospect of usurping power rather than their initial proposition to rebuild the Yukimura clan.
顔色が良くないようだが、まさかお前血を絶っているのではないだろうね。
Oh.
分かった。
What? Oh, oops, my bad.
お前の
It just said
体は
what?
すでに落ち水によって作り変えられてしまっている。血を飲まなくてはたちまち正気を失ってしまうよ。
You're doing fine, you're stuffed at the moment. Ooh, what'd you eat? Yeah, me too, cause like we had some barbecue for dinner, homemade. Like got some chicken and some beef. And I also had a cherry pie with mocha Rocky Road, I think? Ice cream? Oh, yeah, it was so good. You ate an entire pizza! Damn, what kind of pizza? And then Hasbulla had fried rice and fries. Oh man, everyone's just eating good today. Oh yeah. Father took a tone that reminded me of when he would admonish me as a child. I couldn't let myself dwell on the nostalgia because there was something nefarious afoot in his behavior. Rocky Road, MH, and Kotsa. Yeah. Rocky Road. Rockin'.
何をためらってるんだろうね。せっかくだから沖田を殺して血を吸えばよかったのに。
Ugh, no, I wouldn't.
そうだな。そうするべきだ。羅刹などいくらでも作り出せるのだから。
Oh my god, no. Listen, I drink other. No, never mind. After Okita listened to them speak, he began to bark with laughter before turning to ask something of me. DiGiorno stuffed crust supreme pizza. I've never tried their stuffed crust pizza before. I should try that sometime. Because it sounds good. Their supreme pizza in general is really good. It was sausage, pepperoni, red and green peppers, onions, black olive sausage. Yes, okay, so that sounds like the usual supreme pizza, just like, you know, stuffed crust this time. I always like getting wait, I don't even remember if I did it this year. I don't think I did, but usually for Giorno's birthday, I get myself some DiGiorno's. You did write So Sick twice, I didn't even notice. Oh yeah, you know, you're making me crave some DiGiorno's pizza. That's some good shit.
どうしようか。君のためなら僕の命くらいあげてもいいんだけど。
No, I want... No. Anthony made you crave pizza? Yeah, that pizza he had the other day looked really good. I will not give up. Not until the very end. I made a vow to you, remember? We were either going to break the curse of the water of life together, or not at all. Losing Okita, more than any mere serum could, would undo my sanity and give me no reason to live.
そうだね。君はこんな馬鹿げた提案に乗るような女の子じゃない。
Exactly. You had kare kare for a late lunch today at Noipitz. Oh yeah, so how was that restaurant? It looked pretty cool. But yeah, kare kare, I haven't had that in a while. Good stuff.
まさか。
Bakana! Kaoru glared back at me with cold eyes, refusing to speak lest he unleash his anger. If I were to guess, he was anticipating my answer even before I had said it out aloud. I confidently faced him and father and stood tall. Excuse me. The Filipino food was good, TBH, just had a kare kare though. Yeah, well, it sounds like a good place. I'd like to go there sometime. You you found a Tumblr post comparing American Psycho and My Immortal? See, okay, I'm not the only one who like noticed. I want to see their points though. You can link that in my chambers. I cannot join the two of you. I don't need all this Filipino food. I just need ube. Yeah. I am not gonna make my parents say that. I'm like, Ryan's all like, recreate this reel, and I'm like, no. It's too cringe. Kaoru let out a deep sigh. Ahem.
Seriously?
血を分けた兄も故郷も育ての親も何もかも捨てるつもりか。
Yeah.
そこまでして男を選ぶなんてとんだ薄情者だな。
No, you!
起きたなんてただの人間じゃないか。
No, he's not. He's a fury now.
しかも病で近いうちにくたばる上、落ち水のせいで狂い始めてる。
Kaoru, don't you dare speak ill of Okita. The Tumblr and the American Psycho and My Immortal Tumblr post mostly just show quote opening monologues and say, these are the same speech for two different target audiences. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Okay. I couldn't stand to stay silent. I couldn't stand to stay silent as Kaoru shamelessly slandered Okita in front of me. There was excuse me, my throat. There was a slight hesitation before saying this aloud before Father and Kaoru, but I love Okita. That does not mean that either of you mean nothing to me. But Okita has a special place in my heart. If I were to commit to this relationship, then it meant I needed to separate myself from my family. Oh, okay. I say in chat, hold on. It has this. In 2006, My Chemical Romance released this, The Black Parade, their most accomplished album. Oh, right, that's the excerpt from My Immortal. I think their undisputed masterpiece is Walk into the Black Parade, a song so catchy most people probably don't listen to the lyrics. But they should, because it's not just about the pleasures of nonconformity and the importance of trends, it's also a personal statement about the band itself. Hey, preps! Oh, yeah. That's good, that's good. See, yeah, My Immortal and American Psycho, basically the same story. I want to spend my life with Okita. I have no desire for an army of Furies or a demon kingdom. I have no desire to carve a life that comes at the expense of hurting others.
俺たちのやり方は
Yeah.
間違ってるっていうのか。
Yeah.
両親を殺され里を奪われ女鬼じゃないって理由で同じ鬼にまで散々虐げられたのに俺の人生をめちゃくちゃにした奴らへの復讐すら考えるなって俺たちは一生虐げられる側に甘んじてろっていうのか。
Yeah, Kaoru survived. The sole survivor. Kaoru. If only Kaoru had found someone who mattered to him like Okita mattered to me. This was all I could think of to soothe his rage. Kaoru's a men's rights activist, right? But, like all things I suppose, this was only a naive wish. Even so, there was no way to convince myself that Kaoru was just in his reasoning. Kaoru, of course, continued his tirade.
お前らだけ何もなかったように幸せに暮らすなんて兄さんはどうしても許せないな。
It seemed as though we became the targets of Kaoru's ire. Even though the same blood flowed through our veins, Kaoru and I shared no common goal or thread of life.
俺は俺の目的を果たす。たとえ可愛い妹を泣かせることになってもね。
I know, but that's why we...
力ずくでも君たちを止めさせてもらうよ。僕たちにも叶えなきゃならない夢があるから。
Then, our two groups leapt back to make ground. Just then, my father's voice interrupted the tension. His uninvited chatter was an effort, perhaps, to keep us from drawing our swords quickly.
なぜわからないんだ。沖田君がいる今はいい。だが彼が死んだ後、お前はどうするつもりなんだ？
Gasp! No amount of convincing myself could adequately prepare me to accept that possibility.
鬼の一族だということを知られれば、お前は人間たちからどんな目に遭わされるか。私はお前にあの頃のような辛い思いをさせたくはないのだよ。
Father. It pained me to watch my father, the man who raised me, assign such a fate to me. But still, I could only shake my head. I can't.
分かり合えるはずがないよな。所詮俺たちは生きてきた世界が違うんだ。
I nodded. Kaoru was right. It was unlikely for us to see eye to eye about this. I had no plans to relent.
おじさんももう諦めなよ。こいつらは俺たちの仲間にはならない。仲間じゃないってことは敵ってことだ。こいつらを生かしておく理由もないさ。
しかし
My father, rather surprisingly, seemed hesitant to agree with Kaoru's active condemnation. I was sure that he was still clinging to the hope that his daughter would never become his enemy. He would always be father to me, but why had he changed so drastically? Father, I've made up my mind. He became. He stared back at me with a twinkle of hope. That doesn't look like a stare with a twinkle of hope to me.
でもさ、おじさん。妹の目を覚まさせる手がないってわけじゃないよ。
薫君
Father dubiously furrowed his brows. With that, Kaoru unsheathed his sword.
妹をたぶらかす悪い男を殺してやれば、もしかしたら目を覚ますかもね。
You back away from my mans. Kaoru! Kaoru pointed the tip of his blade straight at Okita.
お前はその男に何を吹き込まれたんだ
No, father, it's not like that. What's the origin of saying mans? Good question? I mean, it's I don't know, it's just like, you know, saying my man, but like adding an S to it is you know, I don't know. Something tells me it's Twitter though. I don't know. I don't know.
前の思い人を目の前で殺すのは気が進まんが
But it's probably it's probably like maybe it's not Twitter. I don't know. I was gonna be like maybe it's a Goto thing, but I have no idea. Father closed his eyes. In the next moment, he gets a cut in. What? He's a shadow? Oh my god, he got horns! Dude, what? Huh? It's Toronto slang? Really? Man, so this whole time I've been using Canadian slang? That's very interesting. Oh my goodness. I became paralyzed with fear at the terrifying display that was happening to Father. His eyes radiated gold, and from his forehead grew a massive horn splitting the surface of his skin. Those are 2 horns. Right? The bald cut-in? I didn't expect that. Father, that's...
薫君に聞かなかったのかい
Me saying, I'll scoop you, eh? Yeah. Yeah. How did you know? Oh, fuck. I don't mean to double click like that. Oh. Here.
純血の鬼ではないこの私も改良した落ち水さえ飲めば鬼本来の力を取り戻せるのだよ
So, no. You drink the water of life? How come Souji doesn't get cool horns?
その通りだ
Maybe only bald people can get horns.
この薬さえあれば我々は野生一族や風間一族をもしのぐ新たな鬼の名手となれるのだよ
That's what you're saying? What were you saying? But how are we doing today, Chambron? What's up? How are we doing? I couldn't stop shaking. My power was drunk with the power of the Fury. Wait, huh? Oh, why can't Souji have horns? Yeah. I really wonder about that now. You're doing good? Glad to hear. I'm also doing pretty good. Nice chill day, had some nice barbecue for Father's Day. Yeah. He had no regrets. Perhaps he didn't even give it a second thought about corrupting humans into these monsters. He was seduced by the potential for glory. My father, the kind-hearted man that I used to love, was no more. Some shrimp on the barbie? I wish! Nah, but I had chicken and beef, so it was pretty good. And some cherry pie with, Mocha Rocky Road ice cream? I forget the flavor, but it was good. Okita placed his hand gently atop my shoulder.
大丈夫だよ。君は何も考えなくていい。君のことは絶対に守るから。
What?
僕を信じて。
Whoa, you've never had pie? How? I have never heard of someone who's never had pie before. You don't know? Well, we gotta get you some pie. Man, what the heck? Okita. After winking wryly, Okita drew his sword, and then in the blink of an eye... White! His hair transformed white! Pie was never presented to you. What kind of life have you been living? Jeez. Yeah, okay, you definitely have to have pie at some point.
一つ聞いてもいいかな。行動さんは行方をくらませた後もずっと落ち蜜の研究を続けてたんだよね。
But yeah, when it comes to pie, I think my favorite is key lime pie. I'm always a fan of fruity stuff, but yeah, key lime pie is the best for me. Or lemon meringue. Isn't a pie basically just like a reverse cake, where instead of everything being on the outside, it's on the inside, like a Hot Pocket? No? You know what? What? Well, I mean, pie doesn't usually have frosting is how I always determined it. Because, like, pumpkin pie doesn't have things inside. Like, neither does key lime, actually, too. You love lime? You eat that shit raw? Oh, that's pretty metal. But yeah, if you love lime, definitely try some key lime pie. That shit's good. Yeah, pumpkin pie is a close second for me, too. Yeah, it's very nice. It's not too sweet. That's what I like about it. Because, like, I'm not a big fan of super sweet things. So, like, you know, stuff like key lime or pumpkin pie hits just right. Yeah, I think that's the thing with pie, too. It's not, like, super sweet. Even, like, the fruity pies, like cherry pie, that's not too sweet. Maybe that's the difference.
落ち水の毒を消す方法は見つかったの？それとも
それは
You think eating lime raw goes in line with you never having pie. You're Costa Rican, so guess that's just not part of that culture. Oh, okay. That makes sense. Yeah, pie's pretty American. I'm not sure where pie... I don't remember where pie originated, but I guess you could say it's pretty American. Alright, well my bad. I did not know you were Costa Rican. That's cool. That's probably why. Or maybe it's just a more Western thing. Yeah. Or, like, wait. When you think pie, you think of the cartoon cherry pie on the windowsill always getting stolen. Ah, yeah, yeah. Welcome to the Salty Spittoon. How tough are you? I'm so tough I eat limes raw. Yeah, so? With the skin on. Yeah, that's Shambrine right there. Maybe you've never had pie because that shit gets stolen before you have it presented. Maybe. Yeah, your pies keep getting stolen. Okay, well, we're gonna make sure your pies don't get stolen. Yeah, see, you need to get yourself a bodyguard to make sure your pies don't get stolen. As father began to answer, Kaoru chimed in.
仮に見つかったとしても、俺たちが素直に答えると思うか。どうしても知りたいんなら、力ずくで言わせてごらん。
そう、わかった。それじゃそろそろ始めようか。下がってて。
I wanna fight too, though. You'll make that a priority. Report it with your findings once it has been accomplished. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, take those notes. Okita spoke curtly, and I tepidly distanced myself. Then suddenly, one of them... No, it must have been both of them. Excuse me. Their feet thunderously kicked from the ground. Excuse me. Cracking the dirt beneath them as they lunged. The metallic clash of their blades echoed like a banshee as the space around them filled with sparks. As if Okita weren't occupied enough. Oh my god! He's Wolverine! What the heck? My father gripped a handful of scalpels, throwing each one angrily at Okita like a kunai blade. Oh, never mind. Okay, he just... I thought he was growing them from his knuckles. He's gonna be like, that's the baldest Wolverine I've ever seen. Right? Exactly. He can't be the Wolverine and be that hairless. Maybe it's an exception. He could be a metaverse Wolverine. The one the one Wolverine that's bald. No, but yeah, that man's hairy though, for real. Yeah. Okita instantly swiped them out of harm's way with the swing of his sword. The most powerful Wolverine. The less hair, the stronger you are. Ah, there we go. So that's the most powerful Wolverine right there then. The bald father. You thought that said Ham's way. It does kind of look like Ham. Yeah. Okita instantly swiped him out of Ham's way. Out of harm's way with the swing of his sword. Kaoru fought desperately to find an opening in Okita's defense, but Okita parried each of his strikes easily. Their swords hammered deafeningly with each clash. Okita smirked brightly, despite fending off 2 demons. To top it off, Kaoru, whose pedigree was similar to Kazuma's as a pure-blooded demon, failed to gain the upper hand on Okita despite his best efforts. Yeah, I'm Souji dropping these F-bombs. Yeah, let's go, Souji!
なんだかんだ言っても彼女の育てのお父さんだし、多少は手加減してあげるつもりだったんだけど、1対1の戦いに水を刺されるのも鬱陶しいからさ。
俺、人間ごときが。
Wasn't Okita having difficulty fighting just Kaoru earlier in the story? He was, yeah. Maybe it's the power of love that's charging him up.
ますます腕を上げたみたいだね。
Yeah, he's improved because he has me here.
それだけ俺の
Yeah, there we go.
に思ってくれてるってことなのかな。兄として礼を言っておくよ。
別に君にお礼なんて言われても嬉しくもなんともないんだけど。
The air surrounding Okita and Kaoru suddenly became thick with tension, and watching from the sidelines, I couldn't think of interfering if I wanted to. Yeah, he juiced up on that Yukimura drink. For real, for real. They continued to trade blows ferociously. Uh-oh. Their blades were now starting to meet flesh, each strike preceding a painful spurt of blood. As the scent of blood became stronger, so too did Okita's thirst, and his breathing become rugged. Bleed faster for the drink. Could he continue fighting in these conditions? Could Okita triumph over both father and Kaoru? I had to keep telling myself to keep my faith, but no matter what, anxious thoughts crept in.
そろそろ覚悟はいいよね。もう殺すよ。
His words were so blithe that I was sure they could have just as easily been directed at me. I think he was preparing me to accept the death of both my father and my brother. Right? I'm just waiting for Yukimura to join the fight. She should just jump in. Like, don't listen to Souji. Don't sit on the sidelines. You got the power too. Man, you gotta go kill mode! Was I truly ready to see them die? I silently nodded. Although I did not confirm aloud, I had a feeling that Okita would understand. The next strike would determine everything.
人間ごときが小作だ!
Another handful of scalpels came flying towards Okita from father. Kaoru took advantage of the timing of this distraction by leaping forward with his sword, but his charge was not aimed for Okita. It was aimed for me. Go ahead and dodge or block it! Ah!
俺が誰より憎んでるのは妹を奪った沖田じゃなくて。
Suddenly, a white blade appeared before my eyes.
俺を裏切ったお前だよ!
Man. Ah! I had scarcely any time to avoid his sword.
カオル、やめろ!
Okita cried out desperately from behind Kaoru, the latter of whom grinned dementedly. After deflecting an incoming scalpel, Okita kicked against the ground. He fervently rushed to meet Kaoru's advance. Kaoru, however, already had his sword right above me. Fucking block it! Ah! A gleam sparkled ominously from the white blade, and I clenched in anticipation of it meeting my shoulder. No, 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 no. Yeah! My head shook intensely as the blade split the surface. Blood splattered onto my forehead and eyelids. I could only see Kaoru through the bloody haze. But by a stroke of luck, the wound hit no vital points, and my flesh would hopefully heal soon. Oh wait, yeah, I can heal. Yeah! Yeah, maybe I should have gone for that. Nah. Kaoru flipped his sword, pointing the bloodstained tip at Okita once more. Okita! Okita assumed a defensive stance. I saw both his and Kaoru's shadows cross one another. However, while I had anticipated another roaring clang of swords meeting, what I heard was the sound of flesh being torn asunder. Yes? Is he the loser? Kaoru struggled to keep his footing, gasping for air. Then he collapsed to his knees and suppressed the instinct to cry out, madly in pain.
地獄への道連れとしちゃ不足だが、まあ、それでもいいか。
Thork.
大切なものを奪われる悲しみや怒りを、お前にもう一度味わわせてやれるんだからな。お前が悪いんだよ。俺たちを捨てて、こんな奴を選んだりするから。
Kaoru suddenly stopped shaking, becoming as still as water before flashing a smile. Good, stupid motherfucker. Okita! Okita! I ran towards Okita, rushing to support his upper body, which was stained red. Not even the pain in my shoulder, which only moments before was searing, could stop me. Wait, oh no. No, 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 wait, wait, wait. No, not Okita! Dude, we just got in a relationship! Click quoted, ARG! ARG, indeed. Okita, please hang in there. Above us shone the distant light of the moon, which had made brilliant the scattered pools of blood.
肩、大丈夫？痛かったでしょ。
Even at a time like this, Okita showed more concern for me than for himself. Sip this clickquot. Yeah, I need to give him blood, maybe he'll be better. He can't die. I felt so pitiable that I could have cried. Believe me, I'm fine. This pain is nothing. This kind of gash will heal itself right away. Okita looked pale as snow, but he forced a timid smile.
君が強い子なのは知ってるけど、こんな時まで強がらなくていいのに。
From his chest trickled a thick, steady stream of crimson blood. I had to assume if his heart were to stop beating, it would mean the end for the two of us.
さっき
Suddenly, his lips moved.
さっき言ってくれたよね。僕のことが好きだって。
He reached his blood-stained fingers to my cheek.
もう一度聞かせてくれる？
Oh my god. I love you. Okita, I love you more than anyone in this entire world. If Okita wished it were so, I would say it to him 100 times until my lungs could no longer draw breath to give those words flight.
嬉しいよ。
No?
僕と生きていきたいって
You can't go?
君が言ってくれたから。
Oh my god. Say hi to King Cruel for me. Explodes. No. Damn. Yes, I'll say hi to him for you. Your death will not be in vain. God damn.
近藤さんがいなくなった後も生きていけるって思ったんだ。
Tears began streaming from my eyes, flowing so heavily that it was difficult to see Okita through them.
僕の残りの命は全部君にあげてもいいって思ってたんだけど。
Oh my god. His shaking fingers meekly wiped some of my tears. That was a cliche at some point? Yeah, it definitely was. Oh, but they did little to stop the rest as my cheeks burned hotly beneath puffy eyelids. I watched a soul drop land on his cheek.
僕を許して。君を一人にしてしまう。
Don't leave me. Why? The only thing that could numb the pain in my shoulder was the anguish killing me inside. Accepting the turn of events in front of me proved to be an excruciating endeavor. It all hurt far too much. It was maddening. Why would you such a thing? The warmth slowly started leaving Okita's body. He glanced down, holding my hand gingerly. Then he looked into my eyes and our lips met.
Feel that
Yeah,
mighty
this is a
wind!
bad end. Come on. Hey, experimenter, how we doing? Oh, jeez.
寂しい。
I'm bummed too. Madden. Soda! Soda. The fingers that had been stroking my cheeks stopped suddenly, as if they had no strength to continue.
君と離れたくない。
I don't either. Okita's words dripped heavily from his mouth. His sincerity was so sweet, but each passing minute brought me closer and closer to having to accept what was to come. Me too. I don't want you to be taken from me. This was far from the end for which I had hoped.
ねえ、声を聞かせて。
Man. No! Okita, no! While Okita's eyes were looking directly at me, I had noticed they weren't focusing at all. His lips shivered helplessly, struggling to find form. You know, whoever fucking translated this, I bet they were crying so hard they just didn't realize they had so many like typos here. Kodo watching this, he cried too.
ごめんね。
These words were his last. Ah, no! Okita, no! No! Oh my god! Okita? I feebly called his name only to hear no answer. He would no longer say my name. He would no longer wipe away my tears. Not a single glimmer of light would ever emerge from those precious pools of green in his eyes. Yeah, same. Okita, answer me! Please! I yearned for all of this to be a joke. To hear Okita snap back from this and utter my name once more. All I could do was hold his lifeless body in my arms. Okita! Okita made me realize that there would come a day where our time spent together would end. I had just hoped that such a day would be far into the future, that we could delay our farewell indefinitely. I wish I never knew how painful a farewell could be. Man. Oh no. Can I get an F in chat? Jesus Christ. No! What the fuck? So that's it? Boo! No! Wait. Hey, Koji Yusa, hold on. Actually, you know what? I think Koji Yusa, the guy who voices Sanosuke, that's the guy who voiced Kakyoin in All-Star Battle, the first one. No wonder he sounded familiar. There has to be a good end. Oh my god, that was fucking bullshit. Rip King, you deserve a beta. Sour IRL character development is peak. He will be Scorch's disciple. Yeah, he's gonna take after good ol' Scorpy. So, what the fuck? Souji, let me see. I don't. Is there even a good end? Oh my god, I'm upset. So, oh wait, maybe he... Hold up. Maybe he just dies. Oh. Okay, I guess he really does just fucking die. Maybe I needed to give him more blood. Hey, that's true. Maybe we should try that. I mean, we have time. We got plenty of time. So... yeah, okay. I think we could try that. Yeah. That's so sad. Yeah, that was an English version, yeah. Kabuto lurketh when character dies. Yeah, he lurking somewhere, I could feel it. So, Jesus Christ. Okay, let me look at that gallery just to be sure. You're at a website called Otome Kitten that says there's a good ending and a bad ending. Okay, so that pretty much proves that. So I'll try. I'll see what we can do. Yeah, okay, there's other... yeah. There's some CGs that I haven't unlocked. So... okay. Yeah, no, I have to get a fucking good ending. I'm upset. I'm upset, man. Alright, so good thing I made all these separate save files. Yeah, oh geez, all the way at fucking chapter 1. Okay. Well, I can do that. Do they... okay, for... Jacob, for that website, do they tell you how to get the good ending? Let's see. Oh. Let me see. Hakuoki. Oh, I should have specified. Thank you, okay. Let me see that. Let me see that shit! Oh my god, why did it open here? Hold up. I thought I made Chrome my fucking default browser. Oh my god. Let me just copy that, put it here. Okay. So let me read through this. So I really am supposed to just give him blood then. Alright. So... okay. Oh. Oh, you don't always give him blood. Alright, well... I'm gonna start all the way from over here, then. Or maybe I should just start a new one. Just in case. Is it a bad thing? I don't, cause like, there's like an option here in the walkthrough that says, is it a bad thing? I don't remember if I said that or not. Actually, I can look at the history really quick. Let me go over here. Okay, so... never mind. I think I'll just start over. Yeah, just to be safe. Let me go back. It wouldn't hurt. But I'll skip over, like, some of the dialogue, because, like, we, you know, there's things that we've seen. So, I'll start a new one, then. Still gonna be Hibike, yeah. For Souji... what was my skip button? Yeah, I can't live with that fucking ending. I'm upset. Alright, let's see. Yeah, we can skip that. Ah, titties. What did I make my skip button? Should have laughed at his joke. Funny joke! Oh no, no, stop. Oh, where's my skip button? Hold up. What? Hello? Oh, god damn it. I can't look at the menu here. Yeah, whatever. There's our game title. Oh, I think in the meantime, I'd rather look at this link on my phone. So I don't have to like switch between my my browser and stuff. Otome Kitten, Hakuoki Edo Blossoms, Souji Okito walkthrough. Okay, but in the meantime, let me look at my settings. I know there's a skip button I had. Skip. Ah, period. Okay. Time to speed run. Yeah. Titties. Oh, he grunty. Ooh, hand. Ooh. Blah blah blah. Blah. Okay, there we go. Well, is it a bad thing? Is that a bad thing? Oh, I think I said this option.
別にそんなことは言ってないけ
But
ど
just in case, I'll listen to this.
そんなに僕のことが心配なんだ
Well, of course. I mean, the reason we're even having this conversation about your condition is because of me, Okita. Okita pursed his lips, looking off to the side in a fit of feigned indifference.
君をかばったからね僕を看病してくれる理由はそれだけなんだ
What? I couldn't tell if I was imagining things, or if he actually seemed off-put by my presence. However, I didn't have the time to think of a response.
まそれならそれでいいけどさ君僕の看病にかまけてほとんど寝てないんじゃない
Yes. Ready for more. Okita, you just dropped in to see what condition my condition was in? I didn't notice that. Did he really say that? That's not true. I'm resting well. Okay, I remember this, so I'm gonna skip over that. Blah, 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 blah. He didn't say that? Oh, okay, never mind. It's a song. Oh, okay. Kenny Rogers. Okay. Shit, we have to go through all this again. Yeah, this is gonna take a while. So, hey, how we doing? Oh, so for K-On, I was watching another 2 episodes today. There was one where Ritsu was all like, I don't want to be a drummer anymore. But then, like, she watches like a concert DVD of The Who, and like she really looks up to Keith Moon, and that's like kind of the reason why she got into the drums in the first place. And it was just a nice, touching moment. Like it was always nice to hear the characters talk about why they wanted to pick up the instruments like that they play in the first place. Like Mio wanted, like, she likes the bass because it's like the support of the band. And I feel that. Also because of the low sound it has. I feel that too. Yeah, K-On factions. Then the next episode, they went to Osaka for their school field trip. Like, I like when there's these slice of life anime that have them go on, like, field trips around and, like, you know, it gives you a little taste of, like, certain parts of Japan. Fun stuff. Hearing the rapid fire sound effects is kind of funny. I know, right? Quack. So here we're supposed to give him blood, which I didn't do the first time, so let's see how that goes. Oh, hey! Oh, you know what? I think it recognizes choices I've made before, so they'll be highlighted in blue. That's interesting. So give him blood. If I remembered what Kaoru said correctly, by making Okita drink demon's blood, we may be able to undo some of the symptoms that came with drinking the water of life. Dr. Matsumoto, on the other hand, had his doubts. But I don't have the luxury to choose my methods. I drew out my kodachi and put it to my wrists. Ouch. There was a brief moment of pain, and then a line of blood welled up along the cut.
何を
Please, drink this. I held out my arm to him. Yes, my blood is yours. By the time my arm reached him, the cut had already closed, but the blood still sat there on top of the smooth skin. I heard that my blood could counteract the poison on the water of life. Maybe he was influenced by the scent of blood. His eyes showed signs of famine. I don't know if what Kaoru told me was true, but if I could even for a moment be able to quench his thirst, I just want to help you. So please. He said nothing as he moved his face toward the blood shining on my arm. When he was close enough that I could feel his breath brushing across my skin, his mouth opened and he ran his tongue across my arm. The vigor behind the movements of his mouth made for a tingling sensation, taking with it my blood. To get the good ending, you have to trust your sussy brother and feed your BF blood. Right? Totally makes sense. Don't be sorry. His voice was low and almost embarrassed. I blinked in surprise. I could never recall a moment where I'd heard his voice speak so weakly. I shook my head. There's nothing for you to apologize for.
でもごめん
He looked down at the floor, his face strained. It almost looked as though he'd been scolded by Kondo. Although he was still pale, it looked as though the bloodlust had subsided. Oh, he's back! His hair and eyes returned to their normal color. You really should rest now. That would be the best way for you to recover.
分かってるごめんねいろいろと
I just told you that you have nothing to apologize for, didn't I?
そうだねそれじゃあおやすみ
Okita nodded obediently, and he crawled back under his covers. That thing bleeding! Motions to Kaoru's mole on his left breast. No, what the fuck? Oh, Yasumi. Yeah, man, they really called out Hector. Good night, Okita. Oh, Yasumi. Please don't hesitate to call for me if you need anything. Yeah, right, if only Hector was actually here. I could see how much pain he was in, and my heart went out to him. He clearly expressed that he didn't want to drink any blood, but at least his suffering had subsided, even if it were just a little bit. I was left to ponder the possibility. Could we truly cure the curse of the Fury with my blood? For now, my only option was to monitor his progress, but... Okay, so we can skip over to the next part. Oh, hold on. Let me just, okay, there we go. Yeah, Hector will pop in the streams every once in a while. It's usually if I stream earlier. Excuse me, but there's exceptions sometimes. Okay, I think I said I understand where Okito's coming from. Yeah, that's what I said the first time, so we can skip over. But I did say that. And he blush. And blah blah blah, I go back to bed. New uniform. You cut your hair. Okay, so it's certainly something is the one I should have chosen. I didn't choose that last time. Ohio Ohara Alvida, the Oda ambassador. This guy needs no introductions. Introducing Hector! Yeah, that should be... Say that to him next time he's in stream. I could kind of sense the answer that Okito was looking for, but... Either way, even if I said what he had wanted to hear, I'd likely receive a cynical response in return. Well, it's certainly something. I'm not used to seeing you like this, but they do look comfortable. Is that corn?
そういうことを聞いてるんじゃないんだけどもしかしてわざととぼけてる
She's dense. It looked as though he wasn't going to let me even attempt a diplomatic response. They fit you quite well.
どうして目をそらすの？ちゃんと目を見て言ってくれなきゃ。
Gentlemen, I give you corn! God, it's such an iconic fucking line. Well, I didn't mean anything by it. Like, it wasn't intentional, so... I tried facing him directly, but for some reason, my heart was thudding rapidly in my chest. She got the doki dokis. Oh, it's a time-limited global emote of... Oh, fireworks. Oh, yeah, they're fireworks. Yeah, 4th of July coming up. Maybe it could be bamboo. Maybe. Yeah, I just see it and it really looks like corn. My face felt hot all of a sudden, making it difficult for me to look him in the eye. I would understand if it were the other way around, but why am I the only one blushing?
要するに、僕に惚れ直したってことでいいのかな？
I mean, yeah. What? The sound effect for her doki dokis? Okay. I hadn't expected him to say that at all, and again, I felt my face flush with color. It came as such a surprise that my heart jumped. Right? Yeah, like, I think... Yeah, that thing that looks like the sparkler holder or whatever, it does look like leaves. My heart opened up. Yeah, he's gonna steal my heart. Sexy, sexy. Woo! What do you mean? It's not like that at all. It totally is, Yukimura. Stop lying to yourself. I tried to keep my composure, but I heard my voice crack as I spit out a quick reply. Okita smirked, knowing he just put me on the spot.
そんなに力いっぱい否定しなくてもいいじゃない。ただの冗談なのに。
Well, but, Uncle Phil. I froze. Okita's lips curled into a small frown. Perhaps I had reacted too swiftly, and I was afraid that I could have come off as insensitive. Okita! I called out to him as an attempt to get him out of his souring mood, but he no longer seemed interested in participating in our conversation. I'm sorry if I was being a little harsh. You look great. Uncle Phil. Okita. Damn, that TB acting up.
そう、ありがとう。今の君の顔、見物だったよ。
He wore a face befitting a smug triumph. I couldn't believe him. Now that I think about it, you removed your top knot. Okita instinctively patted the spot where his top knot used to be, which seemed to sadden him.
近藤さんと同じ形にしてたんだけどね。大事なのは形じゃなくて、気持ちだから。
Okita looked quite handsome with his fresh, new haircut and his new form-fitting Western uniform, bringing out those curves. I am sure he wanted to make a strong impression, especially with Kondo, as he readied himself to re-enter the battlefield with his old comrades.
山崎くん、出立は何日なの？もう体調は万全だし、今すぐにでもここを出たいんだけど。
Oh, you know what? Okay, this is the part that we're familiar with, so that's alright. The option exclusive dialogue is over. Now let's skip. Blah, blah, blah. Bald. March. Oh, that was a weird sound effect. Oh, there's that piece of shit. Oh, okay, yeah, this is where they first fight. And then... Wait! Yeah, okay, this is fun seeing this battle all set up. Oh no, I get force fed. Uh-oh. Oh no! Thick liquid going down my throat. Alright, skippy skip skip. Skippity skip skip. Poopity scoop. Poopity whoop. Blah blah blah. Blah 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 blah. Blah 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 blah. Nom nom nom. Oh, okay. I didn't say the right thing here either. I'm sorry. All of the guilt in my heart was almost impossible to contain by this point, so I found myself apologizing. It's not that I don't trust you or Hijikata. It's just that I couldn't help but feel anxious about Kondo's well-being. If Kaoru hadn't gotten in our way, then Okita and I would have been able to find the chief and ensure his safety. Ensure, you say? Thinking about what choices we could have changed did nothing to stop the flow of tears down my face.
どうして泣いてるの？
Why are you crying? Because I'm the reason Kaoru comes after us. If it weren't for me, Kaoru wouldn't have been in the picture, meaning Okita wouldn't have needed to drink the water of life. As if the curse of becoming a fury wasn't enough, the serum did nothing to cure his tuberculosis. Instead, it was consuming him, spreading it through his body. You can't use ensure emote because you're not a sub? Aw, oh, damn. Wait, is there an option to use your points for emotes? There we go. Oh wait, but then again, Experimenter's Twitch acts weird anyways. It's okay. It's the thought that counts.
バカだな。そんなこと気にしてたの？君が苦しむ必要なんてないのに。
But...
いいから、もう泣き止んで。
Okita's slender fingers reached to touch my cheeks. Oh, which cheeks? He gently nudged the tears away before they could drop onto the ground. It was bewildering to witness this tender side of Okita, and at first I flinched, worried he would hurt me. I felt bad thinking that he was wasting any amount of emotional energy on me as I cried in front of him. But the tears had kept flowing, and like clockwork, quotes are reference. No, I'm just kidding. Okita comforted me with the soft tickle of his hands as they wiped away each tear with a warm touch. The green butt emote was from a channel that Jack follows, so we don't have that. Unless that's a universal Twitch emote, but I'm pretty sure. Oh, the insure's black and white! Oh, look at that.
君はとても優しい子だけど、今だけでも自分のことを考えてくれないと困るよ。
His voice was so familiar to me now, and he spoke to me as if he were assuring a small child.
覚えてるでしょ？今回君を甲府に連れてくるって決めたのは僕だったよね。君を置き去りにしないで、こうして一緒に帰るって決めたのも僕だ。
Ensure from the 1860s. Ah, yes, fitting for this. You drank Ensure after you ate your mom's cookies? And when was that?
だから君は何も気にしないで、ただそばにいてくれればいい。
Okita's words were quite thoughtful, and it was difficult to feel like I deserved to hear them. However, he had a way of wiggling his way into my ear to melt away my anxieties. Thinking about all of this made it harder to stop crying.
わかった。
About an hour ago? Wait a minute! So you were drinking Ensure during the stream then, huh? God damn it! Your cat? Words of wisdom from Mist. I couldn't look him in the eye, but I nodded. Mom's spaghetti. They may as well have been.
うなずくだけじゃなくて、ちゃんと返事をしてくれなきゃ。
Okay. There we go.
よろしい。いい子だね。
I'm a good girl, huh? Okita wiped my tears once more, delicately placing his fingers under my chin until I stopped crying. And in his warmth, I began to realize I am in love with Okita. Hey, wait, I don't think I said this last time in chapter 1. See, okay, yeah, I've been taking the wrong route. I loved him more than anything or anyone, and and there was no chance of stopping it.
僕のために泣いてくれる人が近藤さん以外にいるなんて思わなかったな。
Oh, I'm special then.
僕なんてたとえ死んじゃっても
Oh,
誰も気にしないと思ってたのに。
no, don't say that. His voice was barely above a whisper, and each word seemed to pull out of him the reminder of distant, bitter memories. What? I raised my head up in the hopes of asking him what he had meant by that, but...
なんでもないよ。
Don't
こ
worry!
っちの話。
Okita shut his mouth, leaving me to ponder what had been hurting this man for so long.
こっちにおいで。
Okay. Okita clasped my hand, leading me to a cool, shaded area away from the trail. I think we've seen this? Oh. Taking a seat under the tree was a soothing reprieve, one I felt immediately as I left the sunlight.
どう？だいぶ楽になったでしょ？
Is this where we sleep?
僕の方が先に羅刹になったんだから。先輩の言うことは聞くものだよ。
I'm just gonna look at this just to be sure. Thank you, Okita. If we take a breather here, I think I'll get myself to keep going.
休憩だけじゃ足りないよ。
Oh, yeah, I
ちょっと眠った
think
方がいい。
this is... What? I'm fine. I'm not tired enough to sleep.
君って見た目に似合わず、意地っ張りだよね。
Wait. What?
Seriously?
Yeah.
自分では気づいてないだろうけど、
Okay, yeah,
今でも倒れそうな顔してる
Alright.
よ。
I remember him saying you look like shit, so we can skip over this. And we get the hugs. Okay, I definitely remember that. Warm. Alright, so now it's chapter 2. There's a part where I'm supposed to give him blood, and I don't think I gave him blood here. You look like a fucking pile of diarrhea! Thanks, Souji! Oh my god, he noticed me! Right? Yeah. I'd be the same way if he called me a pile of diarrhea. Okay, so yeah, alright, I gotta give him blood here too. If I were to give him some of my blood, then it should soothe the symptoms of his bloodlust. I clasped the handle of my kodachi on my hip, but... Excuse me. For some reason, I couldn't bring myself to draw it out. Would it actually be safe for him to drink my blood like this? Kaoru had told us that Kaoru had told us that drinking the water of life could cure Okita's tuberculosis, but in the end, it was all a lie. So could the possibility of drinking my blood helping to suppress the serum symptoms be a lie too? Then, was there anything I could do for him? Okita had seemed understandably adamant in his refusal to drink blood. Would it be right of me to make the same proposition to him as he suffered before my eyes? As he struggled through short, staggered breaths, Okita blurted out a question.
今日はくれないの？もしかしてお預け？
Damn, he's begging for my blood. Okay, calm down. I'm giving you my blood right now. Okita. It pained me too much to watch him writhe on the floor helplessly. But if you drink my blood...
そっか。
I've been waiting for this.
Right?
君がそう言うなら無理は言わない。
Yeah, he's thirsty for the suck!
外に出ててくれるかな。君にみっともない姿なんて見られたくないから。
I can't do this. I couldn't just walk out on Okita, who was forced to endure the overwhelming anguish alone. Without hesitating, I unsheathed my kodachi. Here you go, BBs. I carefully slid the sharp blade across my palm. Blood began to drip from the open wound. As Okita glanced at me with desperate eyes, I held out my blood-drenched hand to him. I'm sorry for second-guessing it. Please drink my blood, Okita. Hippie. Okita's red eyes dilated, a glassy haze covering them. Then he inched his mouth closer to my palm. I felt a dull pain as the suckle of his warm mouth drew my blood into his full, tender lips. The bloodlust had rendered him ravenous, and as he sucked more forcefully, a pressure shot up the length of my arm in rhythm with his heavy breathing.
約束するよ。この先、どんなに血が欲しくなっても、発作でどれだけ苦しんだとしても。
He spoke as if he were making an oath to me.
僕はもう君の血しか飲まない。
Dedication. His somber promise made my chest tighten. They were comfortless words, which brought me closer to crying. Okita. It was possible that a time would come when, no matter how much blood I gave him, the pain suffered from his affliction would be unabatable. I had seen so many warriors from the Fury Corps succumb to such a fate. Against my best wishes, I was sure that the curse of the Fury would soon devour his body, eventually reducing both his mind and body into nothingness. However, when it appeared that Okita had finished drinking my blood, he began to mutter softly.
ごめんね。
What are you apologizing for, Okita?
だって僕は先がない病人なんだよ。そんな僕のために身を傷つけて痛い思いをしてまで血をくれるなんて。
It's not like that. Don't worry about my hand. The wound will heal immediately. Yeah, I'm built different.
君のおかげで正気のままでいられる。もしまた血に狂いそうになったら今みたいに手を貸してくれる？
Yeah. It was difficult to respond quickly. I was so astonished by his request. But without giving it much more thought, I stared Okita in the eye and told him, I will be by your side, Okita, no matter what. I made a vow to him, just as he did to me moments earlier, and together we nodded. The following evening, I wrote a letter addressed to Dr. Matsumoto. As soon as he got word of our return to Edo, he visited us in the hiding place immediately. However, he was not alone. Oh, this is where Sen shows up. Alright, I'm skipping over this. We don't need to hear that. We have to find the bald father. But Kondo's in trouble. These fuckers don't do anything, right? Maybe they're more active in other routes. Maybe. It'd be funny if they weren't, though. But yeah, they're just there. Wah. Oh, his sword talk, right. The flashback. Souji backstory. Oh, I can't stop you. Damn, look at me just choosing the wrong fucking options. I can't stop you. Because I know how much he means to you, Okita. Okita sighed in relief, and he flashed a confident smirk.
君ならそう言ってくれると思った。
It sounded like the main antagonist can vary depending on the route rather than always being Kaoru. Yeah, because I feel like Kazuma might be like... I feel like especially for Hijikata's route, because like the way that the promo art looks like, they kind of make it seem like Kazuma is kind of like a rival to Hijikata. So I'm guessing he would be the bigger antagonist in his route. I don't know how many other routes, but yeah. I do wonder about that, but I'm just sticking out here for Souji, so...
ねえ、こっちにおいで。
ん？何？は？
おいで。
He made his request more firmly, and I walked slowly to his futon as he asked. Wonder why the other option's wrong. I know, right? It felt right to me. I guess not. Oh, do we get another CG? Damn, so I missed out on this one. Then he grabbed my wrist and drew me closer to his chest. Ooh, more hugs. Ooh. Oh. Wait, hold you know, it kind of looked like he was gonna spank me. Which I wouldn't mind. This wasn't the first time that Okita had embraced me tightly, but no matter how many times he touched me, I couldn't have imagined ever tiring of the sensation. I did go there. I mean, like, from the from the way they cut it off here, it kind of looks like that. Or, like, he could be touching somewhere else, too. Anyways, being engulfed by his warmth and scent enraptured me, more than enough to make my heart pound. Those doki dokis. But more than that, it was the comfort from being close to him, feeling certain that this is where I belonged, that I loved most. Okay. No spanking here! But it's her face too, so like, I don't know. It looks like something could happen there if they just like went back to that close-up. Of course. I let my body sink deeper against his, and I bit into my lips nervously. I thought about Okita's fragile health and how brave he was to re-enter the fray in his condition. My one true inclination would have been for him to stay, and I held him more tightly as the possibility of losing him came to mind. But even so, it wasn't as if I couldn't understand just how much Kondo had meant to him.
僕、最初に会った時から君にひどいことばかりしてきたと思うんだけど、それでも離れていかないのはどうして?
Because I don't really understand why either.
同情? それとも僕に落ち水を飲ませたのが君の兄さんだったから負い目でも感じてるの?
It's because you're voiced by Yosuke. I mean, yeah, exactly. It's neither of those things.
じゃあどうして?
My heart yearned to tell the truth, to share with him my most intimate of secrets. They didn't have to add that extra up, but okay. But for now, it felt best to let Okita focus on saving Kondo. He needed all the help he could get to keep his emotions in check. I can't explain it either. It's just difficult to take my eyes off you.
そっか.
I felt as though my answer may not have been what he'd hoped to hear, given his curt answer. Yeah, damn, we could have started here, but okay. Okita sighed deeply, as if he were too distraught to give me more. What about you, Okita? Why do you continue to let me stay by your side? He flared his nostrils, sneering as he usually did.
君が答えてくれないから僕も答えてあげない.
The tension! I suppose it was his way of getting back at me, and I chose to savor the time I had in his arms. Okay, oh, okay. I remember this. Oh, skip. I finished my... Oh, wait, just kidding. Obviously... Oh, wait, no, I said this, so I can still skip. I finished my Dr. Pepper, so I'm gonna throw this out and get myself some water. Because I need some water. I'll be right back. could just hear like the clashing in the background, the distance. You got a new keyboard the other day. It has... You got the rainbow LED keyboard? Oh my god. Jacob's a true gamer if he has this keyboard. You got it because you accidentally spilled juice on your old keyboard after Mist was walking around on your desk? Oh, okay, I see. Damn, no, you got the gamer keyboard! Alright, so we can skip through all this. Blah, 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 blah. And then... Oh wait, never mind, I was thinking something else. Oh! Wait! You weren't gonna get it, but it was 50% off? Damn, dude, good deal! 20 bucks! Where'd you get it from? That's basically the same price as a regular keyboard. Yeah. Damn. Okay. Amazon. Is the sale still going on? Cause like low-key, I'm thinking of getting a new keyboard too. I've always wanted the fucking rainbow LED lights, so Ninja. Oh yeah, he's injured. Oh no! Oh no! Wait. Oh my god, I've really just been choosing the wrong options. So I'm supposed to say don't kill him here. Please don't kill Hijikata. Okita responded with a sharp glance. The sale's still going on? Okay, I'm going to cop it. I'm gonna at least add it to my cart right now. Right now. Or actually, I'll cop it once we get to like some skippy stuff. So, you know, I have the time there. Oh, there's a link. Thank you. I'll cross-reference it, but I usually like to order from my phone. Okay, so, yeah, alright. Okita responded with a sharp glance.
僕はできない約束はしないことにしてるんだ。
But, excuse me. Like Yamazaki said, I don't think Kondo would have wanted Hijikata to die. Could you really live with killing someone who also meant so much to Kondo? I just couldn't bring myself to think like Okita did. The rainbow LEDs are actually a little distracting, but on the other hand... Gay! Oh, wait. Hey. That's true. Maybe that's why it's for sale. Because it's gay. Yeah. Well, I don't know. I like pretty lights, so I think... I think I'm really gonna enjoy that purchase. I just couldn't bring myself to think like Okita did. Okita had threatened to stab or kill me so many times, even spanning back to the days I joined the Shinsengumi. It had occurred so often back then I lost track. Okita had a penchant for violence only matched by his fondness for keeping true to his threats. However, there was a difference between killing an enemy of the Shinsengumi and Hijikata, of all people. Even for Okita, I couldn't imagine ever having to confront that possibility. I don't want you to have to suffer anymore. He became... My words appeared to catch him off guard. Okita was hesitant to answer right away, and he looked back at me sadly. Eventually... There we go.
これから殺されるかもしれない土方さんじゃなくて、僕の心配をしてくれるんだ。
Oh.
さすがにそれは土方さんに同情しちゃうな。
Well, that's not what I said. I mean...
分かってるよ。でも、僕はあの人に会わなきゃいけない。それは分かってくれるよね。
Okita seemed unsure of what exactly he'd hoped to gain from seeing Hijikata as well. And because of that uncertainty, he couldn't promise to me that either of their blood wouldn't be spilled. It was difficult to shake the anxiety that had been slowly festering in my heart, but for his sake, I could understand why Okita was intent on doing what he needed to do. So I said, okay. Yeah, that's it. All I could do was nod. Between us, there was a brief moment of silence. Okay. Suddenly, Okita had crumpled to the ground, and then... Uh-oh! Time to feed him more blood! Ooh, I felt that. His hair turned white, and his eyes turned red. Okita! Was he having another seizure? Oh no. To make matters worse, he seemed to be suffering in more agony than any of his previous episodes. Honey, it's time for your 4 a.m. blood sucking! Yes, dear. I want to see an edit of that with Yukimura and Okita. So, okay. Alright, yeah. At least I made the right choice this time. I still give him blood here. Wait, just to make sure though, I want to make sure I'm in chapter 3. Here, I'll make a separate save way down here. Okay, yeah, this is chapter 3. I'm not tripping. Give him blood. I can skip all this. Excuse me. Blap, 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 blap. Oh, the Doki Dokis. Oh my god, I'm about to get racist. And then he tuberculosis. Okay, that's over. Whoa, wait. Oh no, just kidding. That was his. Okay, that was his flashback. All right, we've seen this. Babi Soji, so cute. And then hugs, which we've seen before. Ah, okay. There's Hijikata, and then oh, kiss. Just kidding. Soji has the same hair, eye color scheme as Monica. Hey, yeah, that's true. I mean, yeah, I mean, darker hair, but still. Yeah. Shit, dude. What? Is this new? When I awoke, the sun was gradually descending into the horizon from the west. To my surprise, I found a welcoming face that was quite eager to greet me.
Ohayo. ちゃんと眠れた?
Yeah. Yes, I did. How about you, Okita? Are you feeling rested?
ぐっすり眠れたよ.
You're lying, aren't you?
ひどいな。決めつけなくてもいいのに。
Well, lately, little by little, I've been starting to notice when you're telling the truth and when you're lying.
そうなの? 便利だけど、ちょっとめんどくさくなりそうかな。
Souji, you look like shit! Yeah, it's my turn to say it. What? Annoying?
いちいち怒らなくてもいいじゃない。ただの冗談なんだから。
Ugh. I don't want you to push yourself. Please rest.
無理してるつもりはないんだけどな。自分の体だし。
I don't believe you, Okita.
じゃあ眠くなるまで何か面白い話でもしてくれる?
Yeah, this is definitely new. I don't remember this. A bedtime story?
小さな子供を寝かしつけるとき、昔話とかするでしょ?
Okita's idea reminded me of how my father used to tell me stories as he tucked me gently into my futon when I was a young girl. So, were you told bedtime stories when you were a child, Okita?
あるよ。毎晩ではなかったけどね。市営館に来たばかりの頃は、しょっちゅう近藤さんが来てくれて、よく面白い話をしてくれた。いつも三国志とか水湖伝ばっかりで、最後の方は筋書きを全部覚えちゃったぐらいだったけど。
Yeah, it automatically stopped skipping because it knew I didn't see this before. And this new terminology description goes to further prove that. Okay, okay. Licking my chops, come sit in your kaoru. Yeah, no. I can picture it so clearly.
誰に対しても優しくて、強くて。
But yeah, I like that it just automatically stops skipping at new stuff. That's very useful.
ずっと近藤さんの後をついていきたいって、そう思ってた。
Okita, You're a lucky man, Okita. Okita, I think you should count yourself as a very lucky man for having such a positive influence in your life at a young age.
まあ近藤さんと出会ってなければ今以上にひねくれたどうしようもない人間に育ってたのは確かだろうね。
Doesn't DDLC also have a feature to only skip text you've seen before too? Yes, that's correct. Damn, dude. Hakuoki... Haku Doki Doki Literature Club. That's not what I meant.
分かってるよ。でも僕こういう性格だし。で続きはどうして僕を幸せ者だと思うの？
When I first met everyone in the Shinsengumi, I had written it off as a stroke of bad luck. When Souji sucks the blood from Yukimura's hand, licky 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 licky. Yeah.
だろうね。
But then, as I grew more comfortable around everyone, I was able to learn so much more about them and myself than I could have ever imagined.
その知ったことっていいことばかりじゃなかったでしょ。
Gimme, 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 gimme. Chili, 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 chili. Yeah.
君のお父さんが人を化け物に変える薬の研究をしてたなんて知らない方が良かったと思うんだけど。
No, that's not what I mean. I mean, that was quite the surprise, but if my father was committing all of the egregious acts that I'd learn about later, then I don't think it would be right for me to bury my head in the sand. There is a sense of perspective that only emerges when you experience pain and suffering.
君って前向きだよね。もし君が子供の頃の僕と同じように育ったとしてもきっと僕みたいにはならないんだろうな。
Huh? Are you... Was he complimenting me? Or was he simply commenting that I was as hopeless as he joked I was?
世の中にはさ、人の悪意とか醜い感情と全然縁がない人がいるんだよね。そういう人は誰からもひどく恨まれたり憎まれたりはしない。そういうところ
Excuse me.
近藤さんに少し似てるかも。
Oh. What? My heart suddenly melted in my chest. Bad to the bone. To Okita, Kondo was the paragon of kindness, a figure who represented every trait Okita respected. Which means he respects me too now, huh?
あれどうしたの？顔が赤いけど。
Oh, but Uncle Phil! Well, you said that Kondo and I are similar, and I don't deserve such a kind compliment. Okita chuckled.
君って変わった女の子だよね。近藤さんに似てるって言われて照れるなんてさ。
Well, to be fair, it was a little strange of Okita to compare a woman he loved to a man he viewed as a father.
何にしても人との
So he
巡
does
り合わ
love
せ
me
っ
at
て
this point.
不思議だよね。
Oh my god, Souji and Yukimura having sex. Oh, Souji. Oh, Kondo. What? What? God, imagine. Jeez.
もし君が今ここにいてくれなかったら僕とっくに死んでたかもしれないし。
Okita. Kondo played such an important role in Okita's development, and Okita was still learning how to cope with that loss. One thing was certain. When Okita said he likely would have died a long time ago, I agreed with him. To me, all that mattered was that I could be beside him when it really mattered. Yeah, Kon Daddy. I didn't say as much to his face, but it was something that made me smile.
ねえ正直言ってまだ近藤さんがいない世の中で生きていくのには慣れてないんだけどそれでもまだ僕には戦う理由が残ってる。
Wonder what happens to Souji on other routes. Yeah, that's a good question. I am also curious.
だから
Don't worry.
大丈夫だよ。 君が思うほど僕は弱くないから。
Oh, I know you're tough, Souji. I knew that he was telling me the truth. It wasn't as if I had any reason to doubt Okita, but there was still a part of me that knew he was trying to protect himself by feigning emotional strength. That's just the kind of man Okita was.
薫のことも気になるし、君の故郷にたどり着くにはもうしばらくかかる。安心して。君には僕がついてるから。
Okita had a way of soothing my concerns that was unlike anyone else, and he reached for my hand.
平気だよ。二人ならきっと乗り越えられる。
Yeah. Okita. I clasped his hand in return, and I nodded deeply. Yes, let's do it together. Just the two of us. We can make it if we try. Just the two of us. Just the two of us. Wherever Okita will go, I will be right beside him. As long as he was there to grab my hand, there was nothing I believed we couldn't do. No matter what waited for us in the long road ahead, we could conquer it together. Beyond that, together, we could forge a new future for ourselves. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to do right now. As we watched the amber sunset merge with the indigo sky, we gathered our resolve, and we set off for my village. Oh. Okay, so chapter 4, we can skip, which means I'm gonna start buying this fucking keyboard while we skip. Yeah? Yeah. Excuse me. Oh yeah, this is where we started the stream too. So, let's see. MPT K10 wired gaming keyboard. Yeah, like, oh my god. Whoa! Yeah, oh wow. Quiet, silent USB membrane. Yeah, okay. Just gotta make sure this is the right one. Oh, wait. Oh, my bad. Hold on. I was like checking the... Hold on. I'm just like... Because I'm buying through my phone, so I'm just making sure this is the same product. So you're not going to hear anything for a bit. Style V3 RGB. Yep, okay, this one is the right one. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, alright. I'm gonna go ahead and buy it. It's 20 bucks! 20 bucks! Oh, wait, just let me make sure. Okay, now we can skip on. I'm gonna buy this shit right now! 20 bucks! Yeah, now I'm an epic gamer too! Awesome! Thanks again for the link. Oh, however, a nervous feeling shot through me. Another dizzy spell pulsed in my head. Okay, this definitely didn't happen last time. Huh? It became difficult to see clearly. My heartbeat had one ferocious pound. Then... Ah! Suddenly I craved blood. Uh-oh! I craved Okita's blood! Whoa! Oh no! What happened? My cravings began to dominate my mind, as if my entire body screamed to tear Okita limb from limb. My heart opened up! It was an animalistic desire that became impossible to resist with each passing moment. The thirst came from within. It was innate, and it needed to be quenched immediately. Leave me alone! My forehead burned unbearably all of a sudden. I instinctively reached to touch it when my fingers felt something firm. Oh no. What was this? Akira! Ah! My hair, which was tied into a bun atop of my head, became undone and fell to my shoulders. From the corner of my eye, I saw my hair flicker. It turned white! No! I shook violently from fear. As I reached to touch my forehead once more, I felt 2 horns begin to poke through the flesh, slowly inching themselves above the surface. You know what? I think I know why she has horns. Okay, so me and Baldfather both have horns because we're demons and we drink the water of life, so I think that's why we're the only ones with horns. Because, like, Souji, he was originally human, so I guess that's why he doesn't get horns. So, okay, that's interesting. No. Am I really a demon? Was this because of the water of life? White hair and horns stabbing through my forehead? My soul, my body, both were becoming corrupted by the serum's poisonous effects. Grr! The pain was abruptly punctuated by a desperate thirst. A tickling sensation began to irritate every inch of my skin, making me want to scratch uncontrollably. No! Then a hand gently grabbed a hold of my shoulders. I was too embarrassed to let Okita see me like this, and I couldn't bear to turn and face him. Don't look at me. Okita was silent. Please, don't look at me! After I let out my sheepish whimper, he responded with a calm demeanor.
血が欲しいの
No! I can't! All I could do was shake my head, fighting helplessly to suppress my cravings. Return of the whimper. Not like this, though! He grabbed both of my arms and forced me to face back at him. There he was. Oh. In front of me stood a demon who resembled what I was slowly transforming into. However, he had no horns on his head. But just like me, his hair turned white and he looked ravenous for the taste of blood. I wasn't alone. The knowledge of this overwhelmed me. Yeah, I'm thinking we should get a CG of horned white-haired Yukimura. I want to see it. I wasn't alone.
僕の羅刹の血は君を今以上に羅刹に近づけてしまうかもしれない
Okita breathed in a strained, panting staccato.
それだけは少し怖いけどでも君が望むなら僕は拒まない
Okita, I'm supposed to endure it, so no. No BBs, it's okay. I bit my lip aggressively and I unsheathed my kodachi. And then...
何を
Please take a sip. I cut along the length of my palm and I offered my bloody hand to Okita. You want blood, right? Please, drink mine.
でも君だって血が欲しいんじゃないの
Well, it's not as if I don't. You were kind of curious to see the bad ending from the other option. Whoops, sorry, comrade. I'm just focused on trying to get my good ending for Souji. My throat suddenly became dry and scratchy from thirst, which only worsened my cravings. But I don't need it. I don't need it. I don't need it. Yeah, no, I just want the good ending. It's okay. What I truly wanted was a reprieve from this suffocating appetite. It was driving me mad. I tried to think of a joyful moment, a time when we could live life peacefully away from these impulses. You were thinking SpongeBob too? Haha, yeah, great minds think alike. Hopefully, Okita and I could carve a future where the serum's poisonous effects no longer held us hostage. I'm a demon, and even though I was forced into drinking the water of life, numbness started trickling throughout my body, perhaps trying to coax me into quenching my thirst. But even still, I don't need blood. I just wanted to live by Okita's side.
そっかわかったいい子だね君は
Okita whispered softly, and he grabbed a hold of my hand heartily. Okita licked vigorously around each corner touched by blood on the surface of my hand.
僕であるために君の血を飲む狂ってしまわないように
Okita tickled my ear with his torpid tone, utterly enthralled by the soothing taste of my blood. Taste the blood! My body, on the other hand, was still aching longingly with bloodlust. But even so, watching him take such a lucrid pleasure from lapping up my blood, I nodded firmly. And I won't drink your blood, so that I can keep my wits about me. This was my burden to bear.
君は強い子だね。
A slight pinch shot up my arm as Okita sucked in one more generous mouthful, then let out a deep sigh.
でもきっともうじきだから。
Okita's reassuring words made me realize how much he worked to keep me from giving into the madness. He and I leaned heavily onto one another, and I did my best to endure the serum's poisonous effects. And through it all, Okita held my hand tightly. He kept me safe until the very end. Imagine it makes the sound when you drink from a straw but there's barely any liquid left. Yeah, that's me all the time. My Baja Blast. Anything, any drink, because I don't like to waste my drinks. But yeah. Now we're in July. Oh yeah, this is where that intimate moment happens. High bike blast. Yeah, that should be a thing that I make at our high biker cafe. Oh, thanks. I'll drink water. I was just thinking about drinking water too. Intimate moment. Incoming. Yes, come closer. And then it's the kiss. Ah. So sweet. And now it's over. Oh, here we go, new stuff. As our first kiss came to its end, we hesitantly stepped back from one another. Our footsteps echoed in the emptiness surrounding us, met only with the pleasant whistle of the night wind. However, the silence made me feel a tad uneasy, so I searched for words to break the tension, but as soon as I became conscious of his fingers interlocked with mine, my mind went blank.
名残惜しいけど、ずっとこのままってわけにもいかないんだよね。
But I wish it could be like this forever.
少し寝た方がいいんだろうけど、目が冴えちゃったな。
Yeah. Okita once again turned to gaze longingly at the glittering stars above, and I followed suit. Tomorrow, I would sever my ties with my twin brother, as well as the man whom I had believed to be my father. Could I really do it? Could I stop them?
ねえ。
As I heard Okita call my name, my chest felt warm, and I looked at him with wide eyes.
そんな不安な顔しなくてもいいよ。気持ちはもう決まってるでしょ。
Well, of course.
君はどう考えてるかわからないけど、僕は戦うのを怖いと思ったことなんて一度もないし、
Yeah,
彼
you're
らを殺す
kimono
こ
in a
とへの
bunch.
ためらいもない。
I nodded. I had watched Okita's prowess on the battlefield many times before now. Okita was always full of confidence, never letting his hot-headedness get the better of him in a duel.
近藤さんが生きてた頃は、目的なんて別にいらなかった。新選組の剣として命じられるまま、ただ目の前の敵を切ればよかっただけだから。だからどんな汚い役目だって堂々と胸を張ってこなせたんだ。でも近藤さんがいなくなった今、僕が剣を振るう理由はたった一つしかない。
And then Okita looked down towards me.
君のためだよ。
Me? Okita.
こういう生き方を選んだのは僕だし、迷いなんてない。後悔もしない。だけど今までは先を望んだことなんてなかったから。
As he muttered those words softly, I couldn't help but be taken aback by his apathetic confession.
別に生き急いでたわけじゃないし、寂しい生き方をしてたとは思わないんだけど、結局今まで僕は先のことなんて何一つ考えてなかったってことだろうね。
I finally seemed to understand the hesitancy behind Okita's treatment of myself. This conflict within myself, this emerging resolve to fight for me, was an entirely new experience for him. So the battle between us and my family is also the battle to determine a future for ourselves, yes? Which means that defeat is not an option. This is the fight for our right to stay together, forever. Okita silently nodded.
この僕が未来のために戦うことになるなんて思わなかったけどね。今まで思ってもみなかったことが次々と浮かんでくるんだ。
What do you mean?
例えばこの戦いが終わったらどこで生きていけばいいんだろうとか。
Souji, I just thought death meant not waking up anymore. Yeah. Oh. He's right. We no longer had a space we could call home. If we were to search for a place to live, could Okita, as a former captain of the Shinsengumi, find a place where he could live reclusively? Oh yeah, I'm the Junpei to his Chidori. So true.
そんな顔しなくてもいいじゃない。君を落ち込ませるために言ったんじゃないんだから。
Oh, right. Sorry. Excuse me.
ね
Yes? Okita paused at first, and I sensed his mind working as I gazed into his beautiful emerald eyes. I waited intently for him to continue. But as our eyes connected, suddenly it felt as though time was suspended, and my heart pounded furiously, those doki dokis acting up again. My cheeks became hot from blushing. Within his irises, I saw myself in a flickering twinkle of green.
え。どうして目をそらしちゃうの？もしかして警戒してる？
Don't be so mean.
意地悪って言われても僕はずっと前からこんな感じだったでしょ。でもまあどうせ意地悪って言われるんならもう一度君に口づけしてもいい？
Yes, please? What? His remark came from nowhere and I froze. But, we just kissed. Kiss him again, you fool!
さっき口づけしたらもうしちゃいけないの？
Well...
僕が聞きたいのは君が僕を受け入れてくれるのかくれないのか。
Oh, wait.
それだけなんだけど。
Oh my god, wait, what if he wants to sex?
ちゃんと答えて。どっち？
Did I really have to answer his question? I mean, I've always known Okita to be quite free with his sarcasm, but... I said... It depends on the time and place. Hold on. It's like say nothing and just accept him. I'm just gonna save right here just in case. But yeah, this is what I need to say though. Well, I think there's a time and place for everything.
時と場合？どんな時ならいいの？
Huh? Well, Okita approached closer to me, as if my saying yes were a sure deal, and I flinched nervously. But... Uncle Phil! What if the other option leads to sex? Ooh. And that's why I saved there. Oh, but I hope... Okay, well, I'll make preparations, don't you worry. In case that does happen. I hadn't the faintest clue of how to respond, whereas Okita wore his crooked smirk proudly.
そういう姿を見てるとますますいじめたくなるんだよ。
はい、やっぱり
Oh yeah, I'm ready. I'm like, ooh, it's getting hot in here. Okita reached his hands out to grab a hold of me by the wrists. His sudden movement caught me by surprise. Oh damn, I thought he was kissing.
何も言わないで。
Don't speak. His eyes were fervently locked with mine. I panicked, attempting to step back and free my hands, but Okita would not let go. Okita?
君は、本当ならもっと優しくて穏やかな未来を与えてくれる相手を選んだ方が幸せだったのかもね。
Who says we can't have that? Huh? I noticed that Okita's voice seemed to drop, and I became a little unnerved as he continued. His eyes no longer seemed to bear within them their typical earnestness, but rather, Okita seemed incensed for a reason that I couldn't identify.
僕はね、きっと君をとても困らせると思
Not true. Not true.
う。もし君がいつか僕を選んだことを後悔する日が来たとしても手放してはあげられない。
His playful demeanor had all but vanished. What had surfaced in its stead was Okita's confession that he acknowledged his fear of losing my love, but in spite of this fear, he would keep his resolve to fight.
僕は君が死ぬまで一緒にいてあげることはできないかもしれない。ほんの
Well, I'm
わ
all
ずかな
for
未
that.
来はあげられてもその先まではわからない。それでも
His quivering mouth tickled the inside of my ear, and I could feel him mad with hot energy.
それでも僕は君を求めるよ。命ある限りこうして君に触れ続ける。
Man, just imagining this as Yosuke, I'm just like,
君を傷つけることになってもどうしても止められないんだ。
I knew that sharing these sentiments did not come easily to Okita, and he cupped my face tightly. Okita, just as I was going to respond. Yeah, I knew it. I knew it was gonna be edited to be that way. I was interrupted by the touch of his moist lips. I won't let you say anything. I don't want you to say anything. Through the sensation of his wet, eager mouth, I could gather that this is what he wanted to say. Our plump lips smeared against one another, and he pulled at a fistful of my hair, drawing me deeper into him as he bit forcefully into my lower lip. This kiss was different. I could feel it in the rhythm of his muscles. Bitter and yet ever so sweet. These word choices. Yeah, no, I'm almost expecting something like the what was it? The smacking? What was the other word before it? Just the smacking. Yeah, slushy time. Okita was not afraid of fighting, of dying. Insert tongue gif emote here. Zealous smacking, that's what it was, thank you. I already forgot. Yeah. Even if our adversaries were members of my own family, he could swing his sword without a second thought. But even so, that he had given it any thought at all, knowing that my well-being could be at risk, meant the world to me. And his kiss had communicated to me all of the subtleties that words could not quite express. After indulging for a moment, brief as it ever was, in the intimacy of each other's lips, there seemed to be something Okita needed answered. So the minute our lips separated, I answered him with a great deal of confidence. I do not mind putting up with anything you might do to me, Okita. I will always forgive you, even knowing that our time together could be a limited one.
そんなこと言って僕がいなくなったら絶対泣くくせに。
Yeah? That may be true. But I know at least I won't have any regrets. No matter what happens from here.
そういうの殺し文句って言うんだよ。
Well, you always said you would kill me, right? Now we're even.
まったく君って子は。
Okita stroked my hair tenderly, staring back into my eyes longingly, as if this were a fond farewell. Perhaps the thought of our separation had hit him, and he had taken it to heart in this moment. Let's get some sleep soon. We'll need all the rest we can to get prepared. Wait, what? We'll need all the rest we can get to prepare for tomorrow.
そうだね。
And then they sexed. Oh, as we lied upon the ground, Okita spooned me. Oh, okay. Yeah, I'll take that. Wrapping his arms under mine and nestling into my neck. Even if whatever happened tomorrow proved to be a conclusive end, it was no guarantee of a bright future. However, even keeping this in mind, Okita and I were supporting each other through and through, and we were heading for my village. Even in the face of death, or any hardships conjured under the vengeful eye of my brother, as long as Okita was beside me, I am not afraid of anything. My unwavering resolve made me stronger. The very next evening, we had finally arrived at the village of my origin, the village of the Yukimura. Okay, so... I think we can skip, and then it should give us new things. We'll see. Yeah, there's no other choices to make. It just says good ending here on the walkthrough. Excuse me, so we'll see where it differs. Father, please, wake up! What gives you the right to kill so needlessly just to create a world for demons? Can I... hold on. Okay, there we go. Even though our clan was destroyed by humans, we had no right or claim to something more than anyone else in this country. Deep down, I knew Father believed this as well. Father, you're a doctor. You've spent your life helping countless others. Don't you remember how many patients you treated in Edo? All those times they thanked you?
それは
I knew Father could not attribute the evils committed against our people to every human. So as long as he could learn to forgive, then he could continue to live in the company of humans. I know that humans and demons can still coexist peacefully. And the good ending is Yukimura gonna reach out to Baldi? Yes! Looks like it's working. I hope it is. Just like how we used to live peacefully in Edo.
お前
I saw Father's eyes flicker. There was still goodness inside of him. Good. Channel her. Yeah, I'm channeling my inner Naruto. Yeah.
お前は本当に甘いね。
You shut up.
人間たちとの争いを避けようとして俺たちの一族を滅ぼされたんじゃないか。
So what? If you keep this up, all you're doing is perpetuating the same cycle of violence. Yeah, Doji is in front of you. Yeah, the sauce I found for this face cam was very nice. Yeah. If, and only if, we were to wipe all of the humans from this country with the Furies, any humans who survive will come to resent us. I'm not sus. Maybe. Doji Kimono? Oh yeah, you know, I'd like to see that. Ooh. Kaoru, do you want to create more orphans like us?
じゃあどうしろって言うんだ。俺一人が過去にされた理不尽な所業を忘れて我慢すればいいっていうのか。悪いけど俺はそこまで善人にはなれないな。前に言っただろ。強い奴が報われるんじゃない。正しい奴が成功するんじゃない。最後に笑うのはどんな時でも手段を選ばずに小ずるく立ち回った奴だけだってね。
Kaoru took something out of his pocket. It was... Oh no. The moment I saw him pull out a glass vial, I felt something shudder from deep within my soul. Kaoru! Kaoru merely grinned maliciously before opening the vial and gulping its contents in one deep sip. God damn it. He's pulling his cock out! Why? Oh, he gets the horns too. Oh, okay, so we get to see him horned, but not me. I felt that. He clutched madly at his throat. Suddenly, his hair turned white, and from his scalp, I watched a thick horn raise itself. Yeah, white! White everywhere! Why? Why? Why would you drink the water of life?
落ち道で鬼の肉体を強化するにはどれくらいの濃さが必要になるか確かめるのは簡単だったらしいよ可愛い妹が実験台になってくれたからね
What? Kaoru willingly drank the water of life just to obtain more power? Was that it? Okay, Virgil. Stop saying kawaii emoto, you fuck. Yeah, right. How could he be so unaware of the path to which he was now fully committed? Yeah, Kaoru really said, I need more power.
起きたが弱くないことは俺だってよく知ってるからさだからってここで負けるわけにはいかないこんなところで殺されたら今までの俺の人生が本当に無意味になるからな
Kaoru clasped his hand around his katana's hilt, drawing it in one swift movement. In return, Okita unsheathed his gift from Kondo.
よくわかるよ、その気持ち。もし負けたら、僕を捨てた姉上、そして僕を虐げた兄弟子たちや、僕を憐れんで見下した奴らを喜ばせるだけだ。僕も近藤さんに会うまではずっとそうやって生きてきたから。
Up your ass, huh?
だからこそ。
White.
彼女に同じ思いをさせるわけにはいかない。僕はこのことを生きなくちゃいけない。だから
You got this, Souji.
絶対に負けられない。それだけだ。
Okita. My heart fluttered as the sound of Okita's dedication played repeatedly in my head. It was a sentiment that I shared with him. Souji basically saying Kaoru permanently has something up his ass. Yes, exactly.
バカじゃないのか
Okay. Kaoru growled angrily, throwing himself at Okita. Each clash of their blades produced bright sparks. Excuse me. Becoming a fury must have increased his strength to an unfathomable degree. Up your ass! Both his speed and the force of his strikes came with an increased velocity, and Kaoru swung madly at Okita. Your ass is mine!
Feel that mighty wind!
Yeah, Souji giving him that mighty wind. Okita, however, was able to dodge each of Kaoru's advances with ease, and he put distance between them.
たとえ俺に勝ったところでお前なんてすぐにくたばるよ羅刹の力は寿命を削るって知ってるだろただでさえ老害で残り少ない寿命があとどれくらい残ってるんだろうな
Yet again, Kaoru flailed his blade wantonly, hoping to gravely wound Okita, but Okita evaded all his strikes. Lifespans? Blade Runner moment. Right?
知ってるよ。だけど、残り少ない命なら、なおさら君に渡すわけにはいかない。
The electrifying rhythm of their fiercely contested battle made it difficult to keep up. Tension made the air thick with rotten despair.
次の一投で決めさせてもらう死に損ないに これ以上時間を取られるわけにはいかないからな。
望むところだよ。
Yeah, this dumb fucker. Both of them kicked at the ground at the same time. Whoa, the effects on those slashes! In the space of a flash, each combatant struck the other. Oh no. Okita was struck in his bicep, and blood flowed freely from the wound, spilling onto the ground below. This did little to stop Okita, however, and he returned the favor by slicing the middle of Kaoru's abdomen. Let's go! Kaoru's body was scarred by Okita's well-aimed strike, a strange and disconcerting sight indeed. As we had expected, this fight was life or death. Rather than waiting for their injuries to heal, both men exuded a fiery resolve to see their opponent hacked into pieces until he no longer resembled anything human. Eventually,
勝負があったみたいだな。
Yukimura and Kodo eating popcorn, right? Damn, wait, Kodo and Kondo both being like kind of like father figures for our two love interests here. They have similar names. But anyways, yeah, I'm like wondering why Kodo's not like jumping in. Kaoru looked capable of fighting, if just a bit more. But Okita appeared to have exhausted every last bit of energy he had left, as he could barely stand.
それじゃあな、起きた。せめて最後は楽にあの世へ送ってやるよ。
Then Kaoru raised his bloody sword when... Kaoru, don't! I refused to stay quiet, and I screamed out to Kaoru in hopes of stopping him. Like, that's gonna help. Actually get in there. There's no... Oh my god, I can't speak. There's no more need to fight. Do you plan on doing this forever? Neither Okita nor I want to kill you. I don't know, I think Okita kinda really wants to kill him. All he wants is to cease the senseless fighting and to find a cure for the water of life.
うるさい、止まれよ。それとも起きたより先に死にたいのか。
Why fight? Because it can't be helped. After shrieking at me, Kaoru began to charge towards me. I had to find a way out of his path. His fury-enhanced speed was beyond comprehension, and I had no chance to escape. Are you sure about that? I mean, you basically have the same powers. Being fury is suffering.
待て、カオル!
Okita tried hopelessly to run right behind Kaoru, but by then, Kaoru was practically arm's length from me. Then... Oh! Oh, okay, I see how this is going. Just as I had embraced the thought of death, a body had flung itself frantically in front of me. Jeez, I wonder who that could have been. Bald father, no! A very familiar voice screamed right within earshot. Father? Father, the man who had raised me since I was a young girl, sacrificed his body, which was punctured brutally by Kaoru's sword. Can I play his again? Yes. Yes, I can. Right, I felt that. It does kind of sound like a chicken, yeah. That's a very deep chicken. Father, you protected me. He said nothing. All he offered in response was the same stern expression I'd seen and known my entire life.
この邪魔をしやがって。
Kaoru, on the other hand, seemed merely inconvenienced as he kicked his foot against Father's body to extract his sword. How dare you! You can't just do that to bald Father! As Father's body slowly descended towards the ground, I reached my arms to keep him upright. And then...
救いようがないやつっていうのも
Oh, yeah.
世の中にはいるんだ。
Wait, Souji, that's your chance to fucking get Kaoru. Quick, don't even talk. Just fucking slice him.
憎んだ相手はいくらでもいたけど、ここまで嫌いになったのは君が初めてだよ。
In the very next moment. Oh, okay, there we go. Good. Okita drove his blade directly into Kaoru's heart with ruthless conviction. Okay, yeah, this is definitely the good ending. Just... Oh, man, bald father! With that, Kaoru's body dropped to the cold ground. His eyes
Feel
were
that
empty.
mighty wind!
Yeah. The real mighty wind right there. His eyes were empty, and as his limbs sprawled across the dirt, he looked incapable of standing. I am your father. Yeah, sure. What he lacked in hair, he made up for in heart. So true. The less hair, the more heart.
別に構わないさ。俺は生まれてこの方救われたいなんて思ったことはないからな。
Kaoru gazed lifelessly into the distance, letting out a pained exhale. And then, quietly, he shut his eyes, for his life was over. Yay! Kaoru. Although I believed I had been prepared to see this, excuse me, watching it unfold before my very eyes was far more difficult than I could bear to stomach. Yes, victory screech! Sorrow found its place inside my heart, as if a piece of me had died alongside Kaoru. At the end, we were unable to come together. If only I could have known more about him. This regret would come to haunt me, I imagined, and I gritted my teeth as the reality took shape in my mind. Luckily, I had Okita to comfort me. That's all I need. Hibike. Weird sound, but okay. Okita called out to me and I turned around. New
そ
CG.
こにいるのか。
Bald father. Oh, that must be his hand. Oh shit. Father, whose skin was as pale, was a pale as a porcelain doll, also called out to me.
答えてあげなよ。
Yeah. My fear was that as soon as I would speak, I would begin to cry uncontrollably, but somehow I fought back the tide of tears and I answered him. Yes, father. I am here.
そうか。
Man, Souji just comforting me too. Father's brows widened in relief.
すまんな。こんなに近くにいるのに、お前の顔が見えん。
Without saying anything, I took hold of father's hand. It was icy to the touch. You can't. He must have lost a significant amount of blood by now. His condition was critical enough that even if he were to receive medical attention, it would be too late.
お前に伝えねばならんことがある。
Father, you are only going to tire yourself. Please, you don't need to strain yourself by talking.
いや、この体ではもう助からん。そんなことよりも、この地の清き水は落ち水を薄めることができる。
Oh? What?
その力を使えば、落ち水の毒をも浄化できるやもしれん。
With his very last bit of strength, he gave us the solution for which we had been searching all along.
お前の父親らしい行いが最後にできただろうか。
Yes, yes you did. You were a good father. The best bald father ever. Father. Man, blood may have been thicker than water, but there was a bond between us that was unbreakable all the same. When I was still a young girl, I had memories of my kind father carrying me on his back as we sped down the mountain trail. Oh. You will always be my father, no matter what, even if not by blood. This is a promise. You are the only father I ever had, the only man I am honored to give that distinction. Hearing my promise, Father smiled faintly. He drew one last breath, seemingly at peace. Can I get an F in chat for bald father? Man. Wow. What a great game to play on Father's Day. Okay, it's past midnight now, but still, I'll still consider this. Wait, yeah, where was the spree? He never told us! Oh, shit. I braced myself to accept the loss of these men, but it did nothing to stifle my grief. Could anything? Kaoru, my estranged twin brother who died before either of us could get to know the other. Father, who always seemed to wish the best for me, even until his dying breath. These lamentable thoughts swirled tirelessly. Both of them were surely men that would impact my life for as long as I live. My promise to them, if I could, would be to preserve their memory. I will not let them go forgotten. Then, Okita softly put his hand on my shoulder. He tenderly ran his fingers along the length of my scalp before patting me like he would a child.
泣いてもいいよ。
Okita. In the next moment, Okita wrapped his arms around my fragile frame, embracing me tightly. His body served as conduit, through which my inner frustrations were channeled and brought to the surface. Okita! Okita! Despite my relief in seeing Okita safe, having it come at the expense of my family gave me heartache. Would I ever be able to shake this remorse? In spite of my best efforts, I started bawling madly.
今日はよく頑張ったね。君は本当に強い子だ。
Yeah, I do kick ass.
剣じゃなくて心の強さだったら僕なんかよりずっと強くなっちゃったかもしれないね。
Aw, well thanks. His method of comforting me was what one would likely expect when speaking with a child, but he still knew how to tell me what I needed to hear most. The fact alone that he wouldn't hold back the truth from me made my love for him burn even hotter, and my tears streamed without restraint. Oh, man. Well, at least he gets to live. Okay, so, alright. We got animation here. That's how you know it's the good ending. But I want more! Oh, okay. Yeah, this is definitely the good ending if we're seeing him here. Well, okay. I'm glad that we bothered to go back to see good ending. Okay, yeah. They got lyrics here. This is definitely the good ending. Wait, Daisuke Ono's in this? And Yuki Kaji. Wait, which one was fucking Sakamoto? What the heck? What? But yeah, GG's. I liked this story. I liked the romance. You know, we got 2 kisses from Souji. That's good. That's good for me. Oh, I'll make sure to look in the gallery because if that one other option during that one scene does lead to sex, can you imagine? But I don't know. Let me see. Let me just see like how many CGs we have. Yeah, there's Arctis. Yosuke Yamaguchi. But yeah, am I gonna romance Ryoma Sakamoto too? Maybe. Nah, this is a good. Well, I definitely want to play the other Hakuoki games, like that one's High School 81. Unfortunately, it's not on Steam, so I'm gonna have to pirate it. But, yeah, no, I enjoy. And again, I do like the sound effects. This game is like much shorter, but I feel like it's because of all the different routes. So it's interesting that you choose like which character you want to play with for routes. That's interesting. But yeah, I really just want to focus on Souji, so I'm gonna look into the other games, because there is more. Excuse me. But first, let's check how many CGs I unlocked. Oh, wait. No, wait. There's more. There's even more. Never mind. There's a final chapter. Alright. Oh, this is our good ending, huh? Oh, what if this is the sex? The sky sparked clearly, and beside us there was a stream of pure water. Oh, they found it! I think. As we found ourselves surrounded by a lush meadow and thick trees, our bodies began to feel a change. Oh! By the time the crescent moon had risen alongside a sea of stars, we could finally lay our heads at rest, and for once in a long while, we woke to a bright morning. Our lives were no longer constricted by our murderous thirst for blood, and we regained the peaceful lives for which we had pined for so long. Thankfully, we were still blessed with some of the heightened features that come with drinking the serum, because of course, there were things that hadn't changed at all. We were still us. Okita hadn't fully recovered from his tuberculosis. Damn, we can't change history! It's a canon event. The illness still ate away at his body. But even so, I took solace that I could spend a day as delightful as today was with him. Can we see? Oh, he happy. Oh, he nudgy. Oh, look at us, so happy. Sure is beautiful, isn't it? I squinted as I turned my eyes towards the sunlight, and Okita let out a small chuckle.
そうだね。君と二人きりで日向ぼっこなんて最高の贅沢だ。
Yep. Sunlight, which had previously served as a painful curse to Furies, no longer burned our skin. Yay! All that changed is our aptitude for naps. So it became customary for us to fall asleep, soaking in the tender warmth of the summer sun. Hey, I know we don't need to anymore, but you can still suck my blood if you want. Right? Feeling safe and snug beside Okita's comforting presence was a dreamlike kind of bliss. Naturally, I couldn't help but yawn. Okita, of course, laughed at the sight.
寝ちゃダメだよ。僕はまだ眠くないから。
Yeah, he wants a little more something. But I'm tired already.
君が寝ちゃったら退屈だし。もう少し僕の相手をしてよ。
Okay. I rubbed my aching eyelids softly.
好きだよ。
Huh?
君のことが好きだよ。誰とも比べられないぐらい。
Oh, thought he was gonna say a little more. Okita reached out to grab me into a tight hug, and he muttered this softly into my ear. As the sensation of his breath tingled my earlobe, suddenly I felt my cheeks blush hotly. That's not fair!
ずるいって何が？僕は自分の気持ちを正直に言っただけだけど。
His fondness for poking fun at me was something he'd likely never let go of for as long as we were together. Jeez. At first my expression was pouty, but I couldn't keep from bursting into laughter. Fair? Who's the fucking nihilists around here? Perhaps it was because for once we could savor this moment without worry.
君は僕のこと好き？
Yes? His question was hushed, as if he were telling me an intimate secret. Then he gazed deeply into my eyes. Well, yes.
はいじゃなくて、君の気持ちをちゃんと言葉で聞かせて。
Why you gonna tease me like that? Okita was grinning impishly, but I took it to mean he was eager to hear my words of affection. Your affection! Your affection! Every time he asked me for my feelings, he demanded an immediate answer. He valued my opinion, and he craved my validation. Knowing this to be the case, I felt compelled to give him as honest of an answer as I could. This is the ideal relationship. You may not like it, but this is what peak teasing looks like. Yeah, for real, for real. I love you, Souji. More than anything. She finally said his first name! Let's go! That's how you know they really got close. I saw Okita's face beam with excitement. Watching his cheeks puff happily made me blush harder.
そっか。ありがとう。
He wrapped his long, slender fingers around mine. However, he was grasping it more tightly than usual, leading me to wonder. Souji?
忘れないで。僕はいつだって君の幸せを願ってる。
His words were like honey, soft and gooey, but sweet all the same.
君が寂しくないよ。僕はできる限りのことをするから。だから、どうか。
I inched closer to him, anxious about letting any amount of space between us go unfilled. Okita seemed a tad nervous about our future. I too was nervous about what the future could hold for the two of us. I'm going to be okay. I held his hand delicately in mine. You complete me, Souji. Because of him, everything that had happened these past years was worth it. I was able to fall in love. He would later die of tuberculosis. Yeah, sorry bro, that's a canon event we can't change. You bring me a joy I never knew existed. I don't think I'd feel lonely if I tried. His sad, emotional eyes thinned, and he squeezed a smirk from his lips. After a moment, he wrapped his arms, pulling me in closer to his large, muscular frame.
君のことが心から愛おしい。
Just imagining it's Yosuke. He spoke as if uttering a vow.
だから信じて。たとえいつか離れる時が来ても、僕の心は永遠に君のものだ。
Hey yo, before you die of TB, can I get a babby from you? Yeah, right? Yeah. We have to let his legacy live on. His emerald eyes twinkled as he smiled. Then he shut his eyes. His embrace loosened, if only slightly, and he let out a small sigh. Souji? At first, no answer. I suppose he'd spent enough energy making his feelings for me known, and he dozed off. Or perhaps the sun's warmth made a nap quite the proposition. You just said you weren't tired! I giggled to myself. What was I going to do with him? But I put my lips right beside his ear. I feel the same way about you too. Whatever he had been dreaming must have been a pleasant one, as his lips curled into a smile. Even if one day they tear me away from you. I mouthed his words slowly, letting them seep into my heart. Reggie Feeder? I can't believe Reggie posted a fucking picture of his foot. I looked in the comments too, of course. Of course you'd see. Oh my god. There was someone who commented like a picture, like an edit of the Nintendogs cover, but instead of the dog on the cover, it was Reggie's foot. Got them dogs out. God. My heart belongs to you. Eternally. May this warmth live forever. May his arms forever find comfort in my embrace. I whispered these prayers softly to myself, and I shut my eyes in concentration. Oh, how sweet. If he were to wake up, I'm sure that this time he would hear it. I will say it over and over, so that he will never doubt. My words of love. Yeah, chillaxing. Good night, Souji. So until then, sleep well, my love. Oh. Oh. There we go. Wait, I didn't get an achievement. Where's the achievement? I never saw anything. Maybe it'll pop up. There it is. The cough of the Shinsengumi? Wait. Go away, Dojima. That's the fucking achievement? Oh my, okay. Sure. So yeah, let me look at the gallery just to make sure we got all the CGs for him. They memed to the very end. Of course they did. Oh. So there are... Okay, there's like 2 that we haven't gotten. So... I wonder when... Okay. I don't know if... Maybe... Wait, hold on, but... I'm not sure about these 2. Well, let me see what happens if we say that one option. Yeah, let's pick that other option. See what happens there. So I think it was here, right? Yeah. Say nothing and accept him. It's fine. I mustered whatever courage I could to answer hastily.
大丈夫って。何が？
What do you mean? So, if you, wish to do so, Okita?
望むなら何？
Oh, you know! His tone was beginning to edge on the side of mockery, and I couldn't hold it in for much longer. This is why I think you're mean, Okita.
僕だって誰かに構わずこんなことをお願いするわけじゃないよ。
Oh, okay, it's the same thing. Okita reached his hands out to grab a hold of me by the wrists. His sudden movement caught me by surprise. Or maybe there's more.
いいから何も言わないで。
No, this looks... Yeah, that is a scam. This is the exact same shit. His eyes were fervently locked with mine. I panicked, attempting to step back and free my hands, but Okita would not let go. Okita?
君は本当なら
This is the same. Hold on, let me just make sure. Sorry, Souji. This is the same. Man, what the heck? Okay, sure, I guess. Yep, we were... No, we were definitely scammed. Okay. No, I'm out. Well, okay, I just wanted to see, but I do wonder what those other CGs we haven't unlocked were, but maybe it has to do with like bad end. But I don't want to see bad end. I'm pleased. I just want happy. The other CGs are bad ends where you tell him to endure instead of giving him blood or medicine. Okay. I wonder if we... Yeah, because I've never told him to endure, so... I don't know, do you guys want to see what happens? Because then Yeah, let me just review. But yeah, there were like 2 of them, huh? Yeah, for the 2 here, it might be like this. And he's probably just like... You know what I mean? I don't know what this is, but... Yeah, I do only want happy. Never mind. Let me... So we're actually done with Edo Blossoms then. Let me end with the happy. Hee 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 hee. Oh fuck, which one's the Y button? Oh, wait, come back. I don't remember which one's the Y button. I want this to go away. Oh, okay. Yeah, so... Yeah, I can't believe it. That's just 2 streams for this game. So, the next time this comes around for lineup, or... Well, I'll think of something, but I definitely want to play... Maybe the high school one next. Yeah, I'll see. Let me see what's next. Because, you know, I remember, like, when I mentioned there were 2 games for this, I remember, I think it was Miku, someone mentioned that there were, like, 6 games total. So, I'm like, okay, one of those definitely has to be the high school one, but what the fuck are the other ones? I don't know if they'd be spin-offs, but I only want Souji. Y'all know I just want Souji because he's Yosuke, but yeah, okay. Good game! Good sequel. I like that you could, like, you know, choose the different routes. Zapad, yes. But, yeah. I'm glad we got to see Ballfather for Father's Day. Damn though, what an end. But I'm glad we could get these nice intimate moments with Souji. But yeah, alright, well I'm gonna go. Thank you guys once again for tuning into the stream. As always, love chatting with you guys and hanging out. Fun stream, of course. If you're just watching, I'm always glad to be entertainment. So later today, we're doing Omori. Yeah, I have to make sure I do Omori on my day off. So, at least one of my days off. And then like Tuesday, I need an SCT, a Mega 10 game. So yeah, okay. But I'll just, let me look at the rotation here. Yeah, either way, it was still gonna be Omori. Yes, I just said another Hakuoki game is replacing this in case I wasn't clear. It's probably gonna be the high school one, but I'm gonna like do some more research into Hakuoki, just as long as Souji's in it. But the high school one's definitely gonna be somewhere in the works, for sure. But yeah. Anyways, mata nene, my dudes. I hope you have a lovely rest of your night or day, wherever you may be. And I'll catch you guys later. See ya.